Dragons for our amusement, and as well as yours. Come on in. Welcome to the tavern, the Triangle Table Tavern. It's a little bit chilly outside, so come on and grab yourself a beverage of your choice, a warm one. The special tonight is actually mulled cider, so go ahead and grab yourself a cup of that. My name is Gil Ramirez, and I'm your dungeon master for the session. I'll be taking you through the journey of these 5 adventures. And as these 5 adventurers sit before me, I shall introduce them to you. First, we have Kristen. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and your character.
I'm Kristen, and I am playing Hylia Leodon. She's a very tall half-elf paladin out of Athena, and she is just starting her journey out into the world to spread Athena's wisdom.
Great. On her right is Guillermo.
Hello! I'm Guillermo Dorado. I'm the resident jackass at the table, so I will be here for your laughing pleasure. And I'm also playing Donash, the drow monk who has a blindfold that is filled with dried blood and has this kind of a mysterious past, but he has decided to venture forth out into the open with his music and monkish abilities. More to come.
And next we have Kat.
Hello, I'm Kat. I play Amalthea. She's a half-elf. After a bit of a troubled childhood, she sort of went into the darker side of life and then pulled herself out by becoming a ranger. Now she's joined these wonderful people to do more raging and safe and good instead of evil. Yes.
And ranging!
And on her right, we have Amber.
And I am Amber. I'm playing Trixie, the half-elf rogue who has very sticky fingers.
Great. And finally, Adam.
Hello, my name is Guillermo Dorado. I'm Gold. I'm an actor and voice actor out here in Los Angeles, and I'm going to be playing John Jingles, the fabulous sorcerer bounty hunter. So, check it out.
I think that's an impression, by the way.
So, yeah?
You get
a little Colorado.
It's like my mouth didn't move. What happened?
Este Gucci Gucci.
Where's that from? Where's that from?
Pablo Francisco.
Yes! Oh my god, what a reference! There it is.
So, yeah, just for you guys. Sorry.
All right. So, a note for all those at home, this is a homebrew campaign that I created in a world I created about 20 years ago. I'm more fluid on the rules than most dungeon masters, so there's no need to nitpick, no kind of rules lawyering here. We're more here to have fun.
This is the safe place, guys.
This is a safe place. So let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and recap for you guys the story thus far. They've had a lot of trials and tribulations up to this point, and the story, the campaign, started off not in a tavern as you might think, but actually on the road. They had all agreed to accompany a merchant traveling north. The merchant, who we learned is named Bellish, would pay them a sum of gold coins per day in exchange for protection against thieves and bandits that would prey on these travelers on this trade route. They eventually did get ambushed by a group of bandits. They talked their way out of it. They were able to come to an agreement that saved both the merchant's life and the lives of the bandits. They didn't have any altercations whatsoever. They cleared the name of the bandit leader, which is good, and they traveled the rest of the way up north to, I believe it was Galentia. Mm-hmm. And in Galentia, they followed Jingles' lead over a bounty. They eventually found the half-orc who had escaped his previous owner, captured him, and took him back down to where they are currently at is Quintessa. There in Quintessa, they were checking out the community boards, the job boards and whatnot, and they found a farmer putting up a missing girl poster. They felt it in their hearts to take upon them this quest of finding the lost girl. After a few leads, after traveling eastward bound, they found a village of farmers, and through investigations and various talking with the locals, they found out that there was an old city off into their north, and they were able to basically find the necromancer who stole this girl for the use of nefarious purposes, to basically turn her into a clay golem. they stopped that before it took any kind of good hold on the soul of this young girl. They were able to, through a series of checks and a crazy sorcerer magic, able to revive the girl and eventually brought her back to the farmstead. There, the family took her and basically have begun the rehabilitation process. After that, they made it back to Quintessa. They had a nice, easygoing journey back. Rather. They made it to Quintessa and they slept at not the
Drunken Lion?
No, not the Rusted
Damn it,
Lion.
every
It was
time.
the Red Herring.
Red Herring.
The Red
Oh,
Herring.
that's right.
Trith, the bartender there, the barkeep, welcomed them all in, and they all turned in for the night.
Before some things.
Before
Yeah, I was gonna say there may have been a little.
An attempted wingman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Failed attempt.
Failed.
Amalthea wants to range. I'm just trying to help her range. Okay?
She's too shy.
So,
There's still time. Still time.
and after maybe having a little bit of a fever dream, eventually, the night wears on with no real consequence, and they all wake up in their beds in their selected rooms at the tavern, at the inn, the Red Herring Inn. And the morning is yours. Do with it as you wish.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna do my morning stretches. Just gonna, do my normal morning routine as loud as I can because this one stole my bed. So
And it's still sleeping.
and is still sleeping, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to do it as loudly and obnoxiously as I possibly can.
as I'm wont to do, I've already left the room quietly because I only have to do 4 hours of meditation. So I've been up for a while, and I went down to Trith to not only see how she was through the night and make sure that she was all right and if she needed any help in the kitchens. And now I'm waiting for you guys downstairs with.
You actually don't find Trith downstairs. You find.
I didn't find anybody downstairs. I was just making that up.
She's off the clock for now.
Got it.
She took a long shift that evening and decided to basically take the morning off for that day.
Well, then I misspoke. I saw someone else who I thought was Trith, and I was disappointed, and then asked for a meal for everyone. So when they got down, they.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I felt it.
Blindfold.
I could smell the perfume. It's just musk.
all right.
Nice.
Hylene has risen early and has decided to go take a walk around the town to clear her head after that really weird dream that she had last night.
Really weird,
Just trying to
canonical dream.
figure out what that was about.
I've also gone for a stroll, but just a little bit around the grounds.
All right.
I guess I'm eating alone.
Are we? Yeah. Are we the only lazy ones? I'm fairly
Tell
certain.
us
Yeah, no, we're totally just still chilling in the room.
Trixie's gonna continue to try to sleep as long as possible and kind of toss and turn and make some sighing noises.
Yeah. Yeah. Prestidigitate just extra noises as I wake up. Like I know that there aren't like eggshells on the ground and stuff like that, but I'm gonna make them there. And yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You could just clap.
It's a
You
lot
could
of
just
work.
clap. Yeah.
Jingles does not clap.
Yeah. Do not sell these hands for anything but mending.
All right. So who is downstairs currently inside the
I am right now.
You are, and
That's
the
about
rest
it.
of you, both of you have gone outside of the tavern.
Yes.
Or walking around. Okay. Donash, you hear a commotion at the door as you spin around to see what is going on, and there is actually a bouncer this morning. You didn't really notice him beforehand, but he kind of tends to hang out at a stool near the entrance. You seem to be kind of like messing with the someone. You're not too sure.
Just jostling around somebody.
Yeah, you're kind of basically keeping someone at bay, and it looks small. You can't really tell.
The person that he's jostling is small.
Yeah.
Jostling, what's the right word? Accosting. 14. Perception
14.
plus
Alright.
3. 17.
Okay. You notice it is a child, and he's trying to get by. After a little bit of basically being held at bay, he takes out a medallion and shows it to the guy. You can kind of see him kind of bow down in like an apologetic way, and allows the kid to walk in, basically. In comes this child, is looking around, he spots you, and immediately runs up to you. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where your companions are?
Not entirely sure, actually. I've just been here waiting for them to come and eat breakfast. If you knew, you could let them know that they have breakfast waiting for them. That would be great.
All right. Well, see, the Duke wants to speak with all of you, if you would have a moment.
The Duke.
The Duke.
How was he this morning?
He's fine, I suppose. Yeah.
Is this an urgent matter?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was only given just the message of bringing you guys over to the castle.
Fair enough. Well, if you wouldn't mind giving us a few moments so we can gather the rest of my companions, you're more than welcome to sit here while I gather everyone.
He's already grabbing a stool and...
Okay, all right.
So, no?
grabbing food.
Please, take a rasher of bacon, if you will.
I've already eaten, thank you.
Don't be rude about it. All right, I'm looking for somebody.
As soon as you turn away, you can feel him go and grab a little piece of bacon and just kind of like...
I smile inwardly as I walk away. This kid's got spunk. I like him. I start to walk upstairs and kind of look over to the bouncer and kind of give him a nod. And I go upstairs and I start to pound on their door.
All right.
After I assume I hear some kind of eggshell.
Oh,
yoga.
who
Yeah.
can that be at our door right now, so early in the morning?
All right, cut the theatrics, Jingles. Open up.
What do you want?
Open up.
Oh, okay, fine. Open the door. Come on.
You know, I can still tell there's a door in my face or not. I know I have a blindfold, but I can feel it.
Sometimes
Listen,
it's deceiving.
here's the deal. I don't know what you guys are up to. I'm not entirely sure where
Oh,
Althea...
no, nothing like
You
that.
have to
No,
oyster.
definitely not. No.
You're sure?
Trixie pulled the bed sheets all the way over.
Well, apparently we have a small chap who's looking for us, telling us that we have a message for the Duke, or opposite about that. Duke has a message for us.
Duke has a message for us.
Yeah, I know. I speak like Yoda, apparently.
So, double checking. Duke is the guy that we sensed very powerful magic coming
No.
from, or is that
No,
the...
that was
okay.
the advisor.
That was the advisor, okay, alright.
Duke
All
is the
right.
one that had...
Duke is, yeah.
Who has he's control of the...
So,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, alright.
Right. My favorite gentleman.
Yes.
Nice.
I think we like them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we like them. Yeah,
So
so...
he's very personable. You
Well, that sounds like it could be free stuff. I'm up.
You know what? I'm in. Yeah, let's see what this kid has to say.
Why not?
Yeah, fair.
Could be good to shake off what happened. Did you guys sleep well, by the way?
You know, I had some kind of weird dreams. I think it was just her tossing and turning woke me up like 10 times during the night. It was really
Totally an
obnoxious.
accident.
She's totally just the worst roommate ever.
The best way to clear your head is have some breakfast downstairs. We have a guest already there who's eating some bacon, but after that we can go gather Malthea and Hylene.
Oh,
Lord
they're
knows
not
where
here.
they are. No idea.
I'm actually just walking into the tavern right now.
Okay, the boy will actually perk up at your entrance and walk over to you and go, "Oh, hi, I'm sorry, I just talked with one of your friends. Where are all the rest of you guys?"
I don't know. Who did you just talk with?
It's kind of yeah.
Blindfold?
Yeah, that's
okay,
him,
Donash.
blindfold.
Yeah, right.
Donash.
Do you know where
He went upstairs, I think.
Okay. What were
He's
you
gathering
talking
the
about?
rest of your companions.
We
The
start to walk
Duke
down.
wants to speak with all of you.
Oh. Do you know what he wants?
No, I'm only his page, and I'm only given privy to a certain amount of information. And this one is just to gather you all up.
And here we are.
Oh,
Oh, good morning.
Head back down. Still missing one of you.
Right.
Yeah, wait a second. 1, 2, 3.
Now, guess you already met our
He's
guest.
actually looking over his notes and going, is
We're missing the big one.
Yes, tall, broad,
one of you
quite imposing. We are looking for her right
And I
now.
walk through the door.
There she is!
Right as you say
Oh,
to
speak
Brian.
of the
Thank you.
devil!
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I didn't know we were meeting this early.
Forgive me, I didn't realize we had such excellent timing. Shall we move? We have a guest over here. Apparently he has a message from the Duke himself.
Oh.
Yes, if you would all just follow me. It'll be just a quick brisk walk.
Important question.
Yes.
Did the Duke seem excited? Like anxious? Like kind of in a happy, smiley
I
mood?
mean, he mostly is.
Okay, then let's do it. Alright.
Am I going to do
Handful
this
of bacon as I
before?
walk.
So will Carlin, the page, and he just kind of stuffs it. And he's like, no, just a little bit, not a whole lot. Nothing to be that noticeable.
I was
But
going to say, is this going to take long? Because if it is, I'd rather have some breakfast first.
oh no, please, you're more than welcome to. It's almost a complete meal left at the table. Yeah, go. He'll allow
Thank
it.
you. Finally, someone notices the kindness I did today. My God, it's the last time I do it, I swear.
That's right, you did this once before, and
Everyone
I'm
seemed
sorry.
to like it then.
I have to
happened
watch
last time?
my girlish figure, so please.
Well, I guess.
I'll eat your shirt. It's not a problem.
Well, I'm gonna just stuff my face real fast.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why.
Trixie will do the thing.
Thank you, Donna.
Okay.
Quite
Yeah,
full. No
thank you,
problem.
Donna.
Absolutely.
You guys finish the meal of fruit, grapes, bananas, occasional orange,
And bacon.
bacon and eggs. A little bit of potato bread,
Always
also
bacon.
served with that as well. So you guys are pretty well fed. Good breakfast.
Sure.
He gathers the rest of his belongings, which is a small little pouch, more papers than anything. He goes, well, shall we? Great. And he leads you off into the main road. Jingles, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right, let's do this. Natural 19. That is a 19 plus
65.
21.
All right. Wow. Okay, so you notice that the job boards, a few of the images have kind of taken down, and you take a note of, as you walk by, a few faces, new fresh sheets of paper that have been put up. One guy in particular kind of catches your attention. He's got this weird little like goatee thing going on. It's very
Does it
different
fit
for
his face?
No.
Okay.
No.
Worst.
You think that he? I don't know. I don't know.
You think?
You think?
I'm thinking a lot.
Roll.
Yeah, it's to kind of keep in the back of your mind there. As again, you're kind of walking on the main thoroughfare there, and you can now start to smell the different restaurants kind of opening up, different breweries. You can hear the hustle and bustle of the people around you as basically the city wakes up and comes to life. It starts to get a little bit crowded to the point where a lot of people are kind of like, bumping into you, nudging you a little bit as you kind of walk through the major part of it.
I hold on
Bubble.
to my belongings just to have a nice hand in the
I
pouch.
mean, like, when I say bumping, I mean, like, not necessarily physically bumping into you, but,
Sure.
like, you're almost shoulder to shoulder.
Sure.
at some
It's a
point.
busy street.
And I have
Right.
got the carpet strapped to my back, and I'm hanging onto it. Nobody's taking
It
it.
could fit in the haversack.
Even better. Okay, carpet goes in the haversack. All right, we're good.
I believe it can hold up to 80 pounds in the main pouch, so
Excellent.
you're good there.
Alright.
All right, so as you guys,
Yeah, this guy with the goatee. Am I noticing anything else other than the fact that his goatee doesn't fit his face?
You were able to read briefly, wanted and basically for thief of jewels, jewelry thief, and the reward was 350 gold pieces, preferably alive.
We can work with that.
As they wish to kind of question him. Again, as you kind of move around, the city is waking up more and more as you're making this way to the castle. It's kind of a long road. I'll go ahead and go right off of your the perception check. You notice off to your left, and at this point you kind of like slowly start to sever because you're kind of keeping an eye
Yeah.
on the people around you. Kind of maybe someone here is
Like to
makes that
keep my eyes about me.
right. And you notice a guy that kind of fits his profile off into the alley there, a little bit a distance away. He just darted in, and he's going the opposite direction that you guys are.
I'm going to very nonchalantly just grab Trixie like that. Trixie, wait.
It's not nonchalant at all.
So the rest of the four begin to continue to walk down, and the little boy's kind of briskly walking, like he's even talking to himself. He doesn't really notice that no one's really listening, but he's talking about his life at the castle and all that.
I'm whispering to Malthea about Shrith and saying,
I'm listening
Who's Amber Ego?
I'm listening to the page
Okay.
because
Great.
Somebody else listen to
Yeah.
the kid.
someone has to listen to the
just
page.
nodding.
Suckers
Right.
for children.
I'm going to listen to the page too. I'm quite curious.
Shut down.
You're playing the part here, and you're basically making it seem like you're actually listening to his conversation about Trith and last night.
Right.
But
Figure and
you
how
did a
much-
very good year with the boy. He's basically talking about how he started out at the castle at the age of 13. Basically, his parents were nobles and wanted to move up in the caste system, and were basically hoping that their children can elevate their status, and they signed him up to become a page. Basically, it's the it's the page of the Duke himself, which is kind of a high notoriety now.
Important.
Yeah, very right up there. He's dressed very florally too. He's got
I like it already.
shoulders and
shoulders.
Yeah.
I squeeze his foof.
Let's work it out.
Yes. Leave the child
So
alone.
I see
the feet going on.
Hands in your pockets.
No.
Don't touch the face.
Trixie.
Upon feeling that, can I kind of look around since I am somewhat
Sure,
familiar
make
with
a
what that means?
perception.
10 plus 13.
13. Okay. Well, you're not really sure what you're looking for, but you're kind of looking around, and you get a general sense from his, his tense feeling, his tense poise. He's kind
That's
of
my spider sense.
Yeah. You're probably looking in the same direction now that he's kind of looking off into. You think you maybe see a shadow. You kind of barely the end of a cloak kind of dart off into the alleyway there.
All right, Trixie. I just saw a bounty run that way. And I'm gonna minor illusion a picture of the wanted poster as best as I can.
Sure.
Dope.
You notice a big mustache.
It's mostly just
it's
goatee.
Just the goatee. Yeah.
It's like a goatee with eyes.
Basically.
I'm fairly certain I just saw him run down that alley.
Trixie will run.
All right.
Wait, you're supposed to wait for me. Okay, I go running after her.
Are you faster than him?
She's way faster than me.
Not right
I mean,
now,
like-
actually. At level 1, we are the same.
All right, realistically, I have like negative constitution, so we're good.
Understood. So you're barely just keeping up. And
I'm
it's-
puffing and puffing. I'm
Sure.
Constitution, that's
Mr. Dingle doesn't run. He does not sweat.
Sorry, yeah.
No, he sachets.
Yes.
I sachet.
Sachet.
All right.
Speed walks. It's all in the hips.
It's all in the So yeah, I'm gonna take off after her and head down the alley.
But she's trying to be somewhat sneaky while
Sure,
she's
I'm just,
not being super obvious. She's done this
Go ahead and
before.
roll a stealth. Yeah.
We have no.
14.
We have no idea. So.
All right. You make it into the alleyway there, and you know, so there's a bunch of crates back there. It seems to be kind of the storage area for most of these storefronts and homes that are kind of up and down the main promenade there. You don't really notice anything in particular, but just off the corner of your eye, you do see the shadowy figure kind of like move off to the now south.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm kind of like starting to catch up. Amalthea, how far back are you? Were you like pretty close to the back, or are you up?
Wondering, like,
We're gone. We're still going.
You guys are still moving forward with the page. You guys have yet to notice that they are missing, essentially.
Okay.
So actually, look, go ahead and everyone roll a perception right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm very perceptive.
15.
I'm way involved with Trit.
5, 24.
24. All right.
Should go 5.
5.
Yeah, I'm just like
We're so into
she was
this
so
conversation.
last night.
All right. Fair
I'm
enough.
just kinda like,
Right.
So we'll
And the foof is distracting.
I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sneaky at all. I'm not.
I'm
sneaky at all.
talking to you just
literally
like
covered in
touching the
petals.
foof. There's-
yeah, you are. So you do make your way into the alleyway, like I said. You finally catch up to Trixie, and you notice that the shadowy figure is kind of making a little bit of headway, probably a good 40 feet from you now. He's darting back and forth between the crates that are behind these storefronts.
Does he look like he's doing that because he's realized we are following him, or just in general
He
trying
seems
to figure out
to
what we're
just
following?
kind of have like that looking over the shoulder kind of
Okay.
thing. Doesn't really notice you in particular. There are other people kind of walking in the alleyways slightly. It seems like he's trying to just avoid the guards. Now you kind of see there's a little bit of a pattern to it, and doesn't really care too much about you and has yet to notice you.
Does it look like the alleyways are kind of like they reconnect at points?
Yes, they do. In fact, the main alleyway it stretches again north and south, but there are ways to kind of go out.
Okay.
There are a lot of crates around, so it does make it a little bit difficult to just do a straight run through.
Yeah. Trixie, where are you?
I've lost my accent.
I'm not really saying anything.
Yeah. Been here the whole time, Ron. Trixie, I think you should go run because you're really good at running and you like running. So you should run and try and head him off, but you should go around like through the other alleyways and then you cut him off up there and then I'll get him from back here.
All right, but not because you told me to. And then she's gonna do her best to kind of like go a little bit around.
Sidekick.
stuff.
Sure. You can actually use your dash move to kind of like speed up a little
Okay.
bit.
I was gonna say because you are definitely faster than me.
Not technically right now because I'm not putting action yet. That's what I was
Level 1
thinking.
sucks.
So you actually, as you kind of walk over to him, or you're sneaking up on him as best as you can. He seems to still not notice you with a really poor roll, and he's kind of behind the crates with his back facing you right now, just kind of looking over off into the alleyway, back into the main street actually. So he, at the corner of the building, he's looking over to his left.
Okay. You there! Stop! In the name of the law and justice.
I'm sorry, you.
What now? What about? Wait. What? Sorry. Maybe I should introduce myself. I am the notorious bounty hunter, John Jacobs.
Just then, you hear a big noise. Oh no, not today, John Jingles. I've been waiting for you.
I have not been waiting for you. I think I know who this is.
You see in front of you a 300-pound woman.
Oh.
Golden hair, braided locks, and a flowing beard, probably down to her mid-chest. This one's mine, Jingles.
Betty.
Jingles, it's been a while.
Yes, it has. Certainly not long enough. What are you doing in these parts?
Searching for this here bounty. She pulls out a set of bolas.
Well, it seems that we must have had a misunderstanding because this bounty is mine. I found him fair and square.
I'll race you for it. And actually, as you notice, the guy's kind of like, maybe I'll... She starts to swing her bolas. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Where is Trixie out of curiosity?
You're about to turn up.
Okay.
You're almost there.
That's gonna be a 12.
You go before her?
Yes.
Let me actually get out the map now. So here's the part where I get the map and I squeeze out.
Here's the unwieldy part.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, things are happening. I like
Ooh, things are happening. I like when things are happening.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That looks like a street.
That one, no.
So where would that one go?
There's 4 of them.
Oh. I was gonna say, just being mean to that one.
Yep. Can you rotate that one 90 that way?
I don't think you meant that way.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
yeah.
All right.
Ooh, pretty house. So,
No one sneeze.
yeah.
No one sneeze.
Holy crap.
Oh, it is. Where's Gaston?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's right.
Yeah. Out of them all, you would be Gaston.
That is super cool.
Did you paint this?
I built it myself. I didn't necessarily
What?
Incredible.
make it.
Comment, like, subscribe if you were impressed with Gil's
That's right.
craftsmanship.
Yes. Do you want Gil to make your
Holy
house?
Your house. Forge your house.
Could you? You could. I bet you could.
Challenge accepted.
Give me a help out with this. And tell me where to go here.
90 it.
This one?
That way, yeah. And this roll that way. So this is the street that you came from. You guys just started back over here. That's where you were basically tracking him. He ended up right here.
Oh. All right.
Careful, honey.
Yep.
Get your expert ray vision.
Yeah. There we go. X-ray vision. And I still can't see over the top of the house. That's a tall house.
You know, let me go ahead and rotate that.
Let me go ahead and just. Oh my god!
This is what's great about being a developer, right? I can change anything I want.
Ooh.
Alright. It was not a race. We're still following a page, right?
That's true. With Foof.
With Foof! The Foof was a nice touch, by the way.
It's gonna be his name later.
Foof.
Foof the page.
Page Foof! Bring me the guests!
Yeah.
Foofla.
Okay. Now,
Awesome. Now I can see. Now I can see what I'm doing.
the various crates.
Just throw them.
I might as well.
They're all very particularly placed.
Quintessa just went through a massive bout of unemployment. So everyone's like, screw it! Just a big strike of like crate carriers and porters. It's like funny how all the crates just seem to wind up right in front of the pub.
Those houses have been turned around in circles like 3 times.
Like a Russian fairy tale.
All right, that's good enough. That people understand. People.
Oh, yeah.
There are lots of crates. This week, participate. Fill your imagination. More crates and more.
Jingles. Over
Oh,
here.
that's Betty.
Oh, I was going to say, that looks a little big bone for Jingles.
You have your perp. And behind
Is he a pan? Or not a pan? What am I thinking of? Mr. Thomas, satyr. Yes, a satyr.
No.
Okay.
Looks like he's like doing industrial dance or something.
Really does.
Later. He was trying to make his escape
Is he a pan?
over there.
We
No.
don't know.
That's
Yes.
what I thought you were asking.
No.
You know.
We are getting into
He had a goatee. I was
stuff,
curious.
right?
I was asking for Mr. Jingles. Obviously.
I have a sense about these things.
So, all right. He is right around here now. He's seeing you both, and you guys seem to have him somewhat cornered. You're up. What do you want to do?
All right. I would like to slowly approach him with my hand out and say, "Don't move an inch." And I would like to hold my action for the second that Betty throws her little bolo thing.
Okay. He's actually going to go next. He sees his dire situation. He's going to try to. He's first going to move down here. He sees a guard, turns back, and starts to kind of climb these crates. And he's basically right now hanging off the roof. He's trying to climb the roof, but he only made it up to the
What
edge.
did I just say?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was several inches. Several.
Do you want to know, Big Betty, by the way?
I don't think you
have.
have.
Yes.
You have heard me talk
Okay.
of
Well, Trixie
her.
traveled together.
Oh, yeah.
But
You haven't yet to meet her, but I'm sure they're having
She
stories
is my
shared.
arch nemesis. You have heard stories. She has bullied me all my life.
All right, so Betty's going to throw her bowls at this moment. Nope.
As it
Oh, yeah.
leaves her hands,
Yep.
I would like to release my action. I would like to use the catapult spell
On the bowls.
on the bolos, and I would like to send it right back at her.
Go ahead and. Oh well.
Can I roll for it?
Yeah, roll for it. Yeah. Roll. Yeah.
All right. That is a natural 20.
Hashtag you just fucked Gil.
So you see her go and throw these beautiful large steel bolas, and they
Not so fast.
they basically get right up to him and careen right back towards her, getting her right around the ankles, and she's just falls backwards, prone. She's going to try to make her check first. Yeah.
Everyone in here has felt a significant
Yeah.
shift on the earth as that happened.
Big tree fall hard.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking out the windows, probably.
I mean, there is a lot of noise coming from the
Sure.
the different streets here. You're kind of in a semi-quiet alleyway, although there has been a little bit of commotion happening. Right now, Trixie, you're up and you are right around here. You see the guy hanging down from the roof.
is it my turn?
It's your
My
turn.
All right. Are there
I'm gonna roll
any?
issue just so I can
Okay,
place
yeah.
you. I can place you there.
16.
This is pretty speedy.
I'm pretty speedy.
So you shut your mouth.
Every day.
Yeah.
Are there any crates over here that I could use to myself hop up onto the roof?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say there was about maybe 2 levels out there.
Okay. Then I would like to attempt to hop on the roof over
Make
here.
an acrobatics check.
Oh. It wasn't good. It was a natural one. Which is 6. Still with my.
All right, you attempt to place your foot on the barrel, and it basically starting to roll now down into the main street, and you are prone. I will say right there.
Does he notice me?
He's more concerned with the fact that there was a bowl that just barely missed him and was sent backwards.
The more important question, can Jingles see me?
No, I do not.
Then we're good. That's all fine.
He did, however, hear a certain squeak of some sort.
Yeah.
Brian is still in town.
Yeah.
All right, then it is back to Jingles.
All right, and how big do these crates look? They look pretty big. Like,
I mean,
it's good enough to like stand on. It's pretty solid crate.
yeah.
Okay.
They're heard in the back house.
Okay.
There are other stuff around that you probably use that you're wishing to do.
You know what? No, I've got his legs, right? I can still get to his legs. He's hanging, but I can still grab him.
You may not be able to reach him.
Oh yeah. How many feet is that?
8.
Okay, so that's out of my movement. I would like to reach down and hanging from my belt, I would like to unfasten my brass balls.
Mm-hmm. So,
Are you Pan?
all right, you pull out your own set of.
Yes, my own ball. And I would like to swing around, and this is how it's done. And I would like to launch them
All right.
at the guy.
Go ahead and roll.
All right.
See it.
This is a 7.
Hits the window right next to him. Oh! So he's going to now get up onto the roof.
Wait!
Strong start.
He's going to get
This is
hit
a
right
little
on
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll lay him down because he's not cooperating. He's going to be right around there. He's
Just sitting there like this on the top, waiting for something.
It is now Betty's turn. She's going to try to break out of these balls, and she will. So she'll use half of movement to stand up.
Just like Ursula.
She's inhaled quite well, actually.
She knows where that. Well, now she has the balls right back at her feet, but she's going to pick them up as she stands up, and she's going to back up so that she can see.
I would love to watch you try and get on that roof.
Oh, darling, you don't know. And she'll throw again the bullets. And
Decapitate him.
nope. Just fly right over the roof.
Very lucky.
Yeah. So for the record, we are actually successful. But we are professionals.
Yeah.
Just not today.
Define success.
Several warning shots. That's what I'm going to go with.
This is why he didn't invite all you guys.
This is why we're still listening to a little kid talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
With
is your turn.
home
Get
food.
All right, have him stand up and go ahead and make another acrobatic.
Yes, I do.
11.
You're able to do it, just barely. You're able to basically make it right to that right edge, and you see.
Is that includes my movement?
You still have.
There he is.
That would be half to stand up, 10 to get up. You have 10 left. Or no, 5 left.
Okay.
That's just a slacker,
She's
just laying
one
down on the roof.
little tiny step to the side. She's kind of crouching.
You got it. There you go. Have it crouch. There, perfect.
Look at that.
Look at
Wow.
Oh,
All right.
with the
Wow.
swords.
Yeah, she's like.
That's right.
He's like, I don't miss.
Person that
Oh my
just
god.
sells knives.
Could you imagine? This guy thinks it's just these two, and then all of a sudden this person wielding blades. What the hell is
The
happening?
people living in the house are like,
Right,
what's
the
going on?
patrons of this business are just watching little tiny
Seriously.
shanks.
Yeah, right. After like the bullet just threw him through the window.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
That's right, there is, your
Yeah,
bullets
yeah,
are
I
currently
know.
inside the house here.
Yeah.
I swear this goatee is mine. I didn't steal it. I swear.
So,
Look.
can I use my action to dash up to the hole that I made in the window?
Yes, I suppose you can.
And poke my head in.
Yeah, you're able to do that. You're going to look for...
Do I see-
that is an action, but I'll go ahead and give it to you. Just to kind of do a quick once over.
Do I see people inside?
Perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay, all right.
You're embarrassed.
Wait. Yeah, I'm very embarrassed right now.
You kind of doing one of those little.
Yeah.
That is a yes, that is a 17.
Okay. You do definitely see people. There's one guy going like this. He's trying to find like a wet towel to kind of dampen it. It actually is a weapons shop, so it's very interesting that you have gone and thrown Ebolas into the.
I am so sorry. That was the fat chick. And I'm going to just back away from the window.
The guy just barely sees you. He hears you, and then he sees you kind of move away. All right. Then that's your turn.
And do I, from where I am, do I see his feet like kind of dangling over, or is he like solidly up there?
He's solidly up there. And from your angle, you actually can't even see anywhere where he's at.
Okay.
You can now hear movement as he makes his way over to this side, and he's now about to jump over off to the next roof.
Oh, there's another roof.
Over here. So I'm going to shift this at some point, but he's about to make his way over and jump. He notices you now. He now sees you trying to climb up, and it is Betty's turn once again. She's going to have to take out another set because she's loaded. She has an exasperated look on her face, and she eyes you for a moment just as you kind of like move back down. You look over, she gives you the third time, and you kind of kidding me.
Really?
At this
Jingles
point,
in the background is giving her a slow clap.
it doesn't.
She vomits wildly.
It makes it to the roof, but then it begins to kind of just roll down once again. It is now Trixie's turn.
Okay. Trixie would like to run over and grapple him.
All right.
She's just
You
going to
can make
fly
it.
and leap.
You can make it.
Oh my god.
Lion
Off the
squirrel.
roof?
Go ahead.
He's on the roof.
He's
Yeah.
just about to. He's about to like, and then. All right. Go ahead and make a grapple check.
Is that
She's not
Strength.
strength?
Would she
Oh,
tag
this
him
is
off the
my
roof?
strong suit.
It's not bad.
You do. You make it. You get him right at the legs. He's about to jump, and kind of in the mid-air pose, you grab him, and he's able to just basically swing, hinge right at where you grabbed him and place plant. He is grappled. He is currently grappled. Oh.
You've shaved a bit of his mustache from like a sharp piece of clay shingle.
And
My goatee.
and a little bit of his pride.
All right. That's your turn. Jingles, you're up again.
Okay, all right. Did I hear that like fly tackle on top of the roof?
You heard a thump, yeah. You're not sure what that was. You also heard a set of bowls also hit the roof too, and as they're kind of moving down, you can hear. There aren't any gutters on these roofs, so it just falls off.
Do I know of anything in particular besides myself that Betty hates or is afraid of? Do I know her that well?
You actually think she's pretty fearless. She doesn't give a crap about anything.
Okay, all right.
From what you know of her.
In that case, I'm just gonna kind of look at her and then look over, and I see these boxes over to the left, right?
Yes.
All right. I am going to try and leap off of those boxes, and I'm gonna try and Jackie Chan my way up there.
Ah, good verb.
All right.
Good
I'm gonna
verb.
take a page out of Don Ash's book.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Or an athletics, whichever you.
No. Acrobatics.
Flair.
Strength, guys. It's good. That is acrobatics. That is a 14.
You make it up there.
Okay.
You have about 10 feet of movement left.
This,
You're able to see now.
I now see Trixie.
Trixie has the computer grappled.
Ah, Trixie, you got him for me.
That's
Good
what I
job.
did.
And he is going to. He's going to take a couple of steps that away.
All right. So 1, 2, right there.
Yeah. He's keeping his eye on Betty.
It is now his turn. He's going to try to break out of that grapple, but I believe he has. Is there anything ability that you're currently doing besides the grapple right now? Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the grapple check there.
Come on, use those muscles. Oh. It's alright.
All right. So he's kind of like he's weaseling out. He's almost basically using you as like pulling out his pants.
I love it.
Trixie, what are you doing? No!
Unfortunately, though, let me have him make a dexterity save because he's facing the facing the ground. He falls down. In doing so, he basically gets out, but then he's now head first into the concrete below him. Or not the concrete, the stone.
Yeah.
The cobblestones. So,
How far of a fall is that?
yeah, he's taking
Yeah, he's
damage.
dead. Yeah. He's straight dead.
Preferably alive.
He's dead though, right?
Preferably alive.
Oh, like 300
Oh, he's
gold
fine.
is dead?
He's good? Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He does get hurt, but
Pride
he's fine.
damage.
It's more the pride, yeah. Okay.
Face first.
Now it is Betty's turn. She sees everything unfold. She's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, she did see him fall off the roof?
Yep.
That was unfortunate timing.
She's taking out her cleavers at this point.
Jesus.
No, she's Big Betty Butcher.
That's all that she can do right now, though. It is now, I believe, Trixie's turn.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna back me up real quick, right?
I got your back, partner.
I don't know if I can ask this question, but what do we roll for falling damage? I'm debating how much. Can I try it?
I believe it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
For 10 feet, yeah.
Okay. I would like to try an acrobatics and jump on top of him and use him to break my fall.
Jesus Christ.
If that
That's
is
my girl.
Use go roll on acrobatics.
I land on his softest and squishiest
I die
parts.
for this. I hate that.
Yeah.
I
I
will
just
sing
put
your
his neck
praises.
first up next to him.
12.
Okay.
Worse.
I'll have him roll a perception to see if he's.
If you just rolls out of the way.
Yeah, he rolls out of the way. But you're not. You fall down, but you're able to kind of 3-point landing it a little bit. It hurts you, but not to the point
It's like
that.
No one can say we're not graceful.
All right, I'm going to move this down some, just so that we can.
Dim sum sounds good.
Dim sum, yeah.
You should keep it something.
Dim sum would be dope.
Now,
That's good.
you are between the guy there and Betty. She notices you too, and she wonders if this is just a random other person trying to get in on the bounty as well. I believe.
I fell off the roof. I have nothing to do with it.
Hey, right.
I'm not taking that woman by myself.
It's Jingles.
Jingles, it is your turn.
Okay, I just saw him slide off the roof and I saw Trixie just swan dive after him.
Essentially, a kind of
Swan dive into your life.
How far is it from me to the edge of the roof?
I would say maybe 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. I'm gonna run up to the edge of the roof and like get ready to slide off, and then I'm gonna kind of like stop.
That-
No, I'm gonna try to stop myself when I get to the edge of the roof.
All right, yeah.
That's it, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna try and run up, and then I see the fall down, and I'm gonna be like, Betty, she's with me. Keep your hands off.
She pulls out her secondary cleaver now.
Thanks, Jingles.
She's not.
I'm warning you, I am not afraid to use force.
She takes her cleaver and just runs it down.
Oh!
That's the point of bleeding.
Oh, I was gonna say, Jingles is like, I'm squirming. Yeah.
I'm squirming, I'm not even there.
That's chill.
Alright, Betty.
At this point, you guys have noticed that you can continue to walk here.
Sure.
And as Carlin, the page, is telling you about his entire life story, basically, all up to the way up to the east of the castle.
Sure.
You guys beforehand, though, notice that the rest of your party is no longer there.
Yeah, I'm like, she was totally into you. Am I not right, Jing?
Wait, where are they? Excuse me, page boy, we need to wait for a second.
Page boy.
Look, you know, we seem to have lost a couple members of our company.
Will that be a problem?
Yeah, can we go without them because they're just like,
This happens a lot.
you know. We can find them later.
This was an
He's kind of
active
thumbing
choice,
through
the blindfold.
his pages. He's like,
Why don't we go find them?
Yeah,
We
what if
must-
something's happened to them?
Knowing Trixie and
step closer.
knowing Trixie means something's actually happened. Alright, so I perk up to that and I turn around and start headed that way.
Alright, I follow you.
You start basically backtracking
Yeah.
on the way.
Yeah, I'm just listening for the Betty and the apparent squirm of someone.
Everyone go ahead
Watching
and
something.
make a tracking check or investigation. Investigation basically is.
It's 20.
14.
Is it really?
Not a natural, but it's a 20.
Okay.
19.
Okay. As odd as it sounds, you're kind of able to maybe discern the feel of the crowd, and you notice that there's a few people kind of like leaning now over to the alleyway as a fight has broken out. You're not really entirely sure what's going on, but there has been a kind of a small crowd gathering over on this side.
I look over at Amalfi and I go, that's our best bet. And I start headed that way.
Okay, you guys are good, maybe almost 150 feet out. So
Sure.
I'll keep that in mind, and
Okay.
unless you guys are booking it.
I am.
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah. It's a nice saunter, just like a God damn it kind of thing, you know. Like,
God damn it, Saunter.
a GD haunter.
Yes.
After my initial, oh God, where are they now? Kind of thing. The realization has set in that maybe something has happened to them, so
Okay.
I'm jumping a little bit.
The boy is trying to keep up with you. You think that you'll be able to have him still.
Carry the board.
Alright, I've got the boy in my bag.
Yeah, so that's not gonna draw attention. This is gargantuan woman like footballing this woman.
Carrying the page.
Yeah,
Personal
of
page
the
of
Duke.
Duke. Yeah, not good.
And then as she's running by, you hear like the
Right.
people going, she's touching the foof.
At least I'm not pelting coins at him.
Yeah.
Don Ash.
Okay. You're able to. You're catching up. Okay, so you're kind of you're all running now. Yeah, you do have Carl on the page, and he's letting you, but you can kind of tell he's very dead fish at the same time, just like.
This is not his first time being footballed across the city.
No, his eyes are very, very wide.
He's on my
Gotcha.
back
You
like
can't
a-
tell.
Oh, okay.
He's doing the Yoda
Yes.
Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
perceive jingles on the rooftop?
Not from this
Copy.
You
Okay.
are about now moving 60, I assume, per
Sure,
round.
sure.
You're going to be.
Well, I have
about
40
90.
speed.
You want
Regular.
to go ahead and move past everyone else?
Yeah, I kind of did that.
Okay.
I kind of like
Yeah.
hear that I
Sure,
say start
sure.
running
All right,
forward.
cool. Then I would say you're about. Let's see.
You're next town. You really overshot it. Jeez, wow.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah, you're about 70 feet away from them now. So you can't see them necessarily.
Sure. I can just
But yeah.
copy you.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go back to now the perpetrator. He's going to stand up and assess the situation and maybe both. You do have an attack of opportunity on him at this point. Do you wish to take it? Yes.
Yes. Can I try? Can I use it to make a grapple? To try and grapple? Grapple's not the best. Should I just attack him?
You can do. You
Should I
can
just stab
non-lethal
him
damage.
or?
I'd like to do non.
You can do. Go ahead and make an attack. So he'll try to make his way away from you, but
Kick him in the cojones.
Yes.
16.
that is. Go ahead
Yes.
Wait, are you really going for the Colonis?
What?
Are you really going for a Colonis?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to slow down.
Got it. Well, that's one way. Yeah. Or it depends on how hard you're hitting. That could speed him up. Yeah. Gotcha.
But he's a criminal.
9.
I'm trying to attack his hoof. Shit.
So you turn your dagger backwards and you hit him right there in the throat. He falls down hard on the ground.
Still in the big push.
At that moment, they those are continues away. Alright, Jingles, you want this round?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't you forget it. Coming into my turf trying to get my bounties.
Your turf. Quintessa is your turf.
Yeah, we're totally like locals now.
Well, Trixie while they do that, Trixie's gonna sit on her capture.
Actually, you kind of have him in one of those reverse arm bars. You kind of pin him down. He's unconscious, so he's not going to necessarily move. But when if he does stir, he'll. You're still technically up on the roof.
I'm gonna stay up there.
Okay, that's great.
As you can see, my.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do have these fancy little medallions that we were given for.
You mean this?
Yeah.
Okay.
See that in the conversation.
She puts it back, and you can hear like a whole mess of them kind of jingle in her.
They can kind of jingle.
There's a little
you hear them
there's like a twinge of jealousy in Jingle's eyes. Just.
I've been around, boy.
Yeah, I bet you have. Well, this is.
Do you need help getting down?
No, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I think my partner and I can take it from here. I think you can go mosey on off to whatever dank tavern you're waiting to pull yourself up in.
At this point, you guys kind of make your way, and you're the first to arrive, and you see.
A gargantuan woman.
Well, a 300-pound woman. It's funny because she's got muscle to her.
Oh, yeah.
It's just her torso that kind of makes the most of her mass, but her arms are
Like
massive.
tree trunks.
Her legs look like they could probably kickstart a 747. They're just
Oh my god.
muscle.
So I walk up and I perceive this.
Yes.
I perceive the shape of this woman, this tank.
You just made your corner, and now you see a body. You feel a body on the ground. You feel your companion, and also another companion on the roof.
Can I hear, like, did I walk up to this conversation? Did I hear them speaking to each other?
Not yet. No.
Not yet, okay. So I just know there's this figure here.
Yeah,
Random.
she's just kind of standing there. Her arms are kind of at her side, her hips, her hands out on her hips.
Okay.
Kind of very proud, even though she just lost the
Sure.
the match there.
Yeah.
I go, hello? Trixie, why are you on the floor grappling a man with a goatee that looks like he's stolen from someone else? And hi. You seem quite imposing. How may I help you?
We don't talk to her.
Why? Oh, hey, Jingles. What is this a friend of yours?
No, definitely not. She and I go way back.
Not a friend though.
Yeah, no, we don't like her.
Right.
She walks by, she kind of like nudges you off to the side. I'm Betty.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Don't crush my hand, please.
She gives you a good firm shake. Not crushing, but it's like, okay, I can tell who's the.
I grab her hand and I go, my God, woman, that is one grip.
She grabs her your other arm with the other hand.
And I feel it.
Like the blood just stopped right where her hand.
Okay. All right. Oh, that was a good shake. That was a firm one.
Kind of like lets you go.
What do we call you then?
Just Betty. Betty the butcher.
Betty the Butcher. How'd you get that in there?
Betty the butcher.
I'm starting to sense, Betty. My name is Donash. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Starting to meet that there's a bit of enmity between the two of you.
How is it that you can?
There are things you don't know about me. And skills that I possess that may surprise you.
Skills better than this guy.
I can assure you, yes.
You know, we're all
Jingles, you're on a roof right now. I'm not really sure. No, I said that out loud to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's like I'm right here.
If anyone has the skills here, it seems that Trixie has caught a perp. And
Yes.
The rest of them finally catch up, and you notice a kind of an interesting scene. The crowd has gathered, but they're kind of losing interest and just kind of moving around. A guard does kind of make his way through the crowd. Oh, what's this? And he sees you holding the page with his eyes. Oi there! What are you doing with the Duke's page?
We were going to see the Duke, and then this somehow happened.
And you there, what are you doing with this?
We captured a dangerous criminal.
What he means, sir, is we're just having a reunion of sorts. We decided that, Trixie and this gentleman here, his name is Steve, haven't met in a long time, and so they got kind of excited, and she ended up tackling him in a hug. It's quite.
Young master, is that true? And Carlos goes, yes. What the large woman here said. Yes, she is.
See, there you
She's
go.
just giving him a piggyback is what happened. Because
I just
we
wanted to
needed
make sure he wasn't going to get lost.
No,
Oh, large woman, I got confused.
Right,
There's that. Tall woman.
You can, guard, you can always trust the foof.
Yes, but she doesn't have any.
Mm.
Anyway,
I've
Colin,
got a big clue.
are you
what you're talking
gonna
about.
be okay? Should I alert anyone? Are you fine? And Colin goes, yeah. What she said was true. That we're going to head back to the Duke's shortly. You can accompany us if you wish. I'm just going to sit here, and she kind of goes limp again on your shoulders.
Actually, I kneel down and I let him down because I can tell he's not comfortable. So
He kind of like rustles his
His
flutes a little bit. Yeah, with official term.
are you okay, Master Carlin?
I am. Thank you. He kind of looks around to see if he's lost any papers. And, yes, I think I'm in good order. Well, have you met? Oh, yes. I see the rest of you have.
I found them, foof. I mean, Carlin. I found them.
Okay. I see you have a man here.
Yes.
What's this about?
We have
I caught a bad guy.
We have apprehended. I'm just gonna keep
He
talking.
now just noticed the fact that there's a guy on the roof. And, oh.
I'm gonna try and stand very heroically if I can like press the digitate like my robe's flowing just a little bit in the breeze that may or may not be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the guard still here?
He's still there. He's
So you just
cross
let
it.
him know I lied to his face.
Well,
Literally seconds later, it's like, I got it.
Technically, it was not. He's our friend too, but you know.
yeah,
so
he's
we'll
also
say
a
He's bad
dangerous. Yeah, he's also a dangerous criminal, jewel thief, wanted, and we're just here to make sure that we let the local constable know that we have apprehended this villainous suspect.
And I add in, I go, I figured that was all implied.
He heads over and with his foot kind of like kicks his the perpetrator's face up and then falls back down just to kind of get a good look at him. All right, but I'm following you back to the castle, and he kind of stands there with his pike and just.
Feels safer already. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Very, very kind of you.
His eyes are glued to you. You can't.
I look around like I don't see
Yeah. So if you guys.
I'm gonna walk over to Trixie. I'm gonna be like, Trixie, do you need some help? Should we tie this guy up?
Yeah.
Let's tie him up. I like a good
At
rope
this point,
trick. So
Betty
there you go.
has gone to pick up the bolas that she dropped over here, and then she's making her way out to the front to pick up her secondary stuff.
Okay. All right.
I follow Betty and I kind of lean into her and I go, well met, Betty. I don't know exactly what happened here, but it was nice meeting you. You have a firm grip, and I'm sure that'll see you through.
All
Are
right.
you flirting again?
I'm not. I'm just genuinely interested in this person who's seems badass.
be.
I'm intrigued.
Literally the worst.
She's cool, and she was like, friendly as hell. I'm down. This person's cool.
She heads over to Carlin. Who is standing next to Carlin? I think you are.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You can make a perception check if you wish, but she's gonna lean down to Carlin and kind of whisper a few things into her.
Oh, nice.
What's my perception? 14.
Okay. You can kind of hear a few words here and there, but it seems like she's trying to barter with him to see if she cannot also go with you guys and see the castle. She's never been. That's kind of the
What?
effect.
No. No. We can't do that.
Am I nearby? Because I was with Betty.
Yeah, you were taking. Yeah,
Can I perceive
Well,
this?
she's moved over to Carlin, so she was kind of in the alleyway. She's picked up her bolas and she's made. Basically, she moved past her.
Sure.
She acknowledged you and moved past her, but go ahead and roll. I'll say with disadvantage only because she's a little bit of a ways away.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't hear anything. Not a damn thing.
Okay. You gather that Carlin has probably okayed it. She's showing off a few of the medallions that she's gotten, and she seems to have won his favor. So it seems like it's going to be a +1 at this point.
I'm gonna look over at Jingles.
Jingle?
I'm thrilled.
Okay. Are they on the other side of the house? Like I
They're
have,
kind of right here. Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't really seen.
No.
Yeah, so I'm not
You
aware of this.
saw Betty pick up the bowls that she dropped over here
And walk around.
and make her way around, right?
Yeah. So you guys, if you guys want to start heading off, I'm just gonna grab a couple things up here, and I will catch up with you in just a minute.
No,
At
it's fine.
that
I'll wait for you.
moment, The shopkeeper comes out with his head, kind of almost wrapped in like a wet towel, and he's holding the set of brass balls that you have. He first looks at Betty because she's just now picking up her secondary set.
Yeah.
And goes, "Are these yours?" "No, goodness, no, there isn't." Literally points to you on the roof. "Get off my roof."
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Again, I am so sorry for any discomfort I've caused you, any displeasure, and you have my deepest condolences. And I'm gonna slowly back to the other side of the roof.
He yells at you now. He's kind of moved his way. He's following you. He's kind of mimicking your movements here. He goes, "I accept apologies in gold coins. That window was not cheap."
About that. So technically, I mean, it wasn't an intentional break. It was in the pursuit of justice and law. This man is a criminal, by the way, and he was sitting on your roof. And if it wasn't for us, he might be back to rob you.
He looks down at the appropriator, is now unconscious.
He will turn his face up and then turn his face down.
Is that not the face of a criminal?
I mean, that goatee is pretty suspicious.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just looking for a compensation. It's a minor compensation. The window was kind of special to me.
Am I
I'll
where
tell
I
you
can
what.
hear all of this?
Same. Am I also?
Make a perception, both of you.
15.
20.
Yeah, you can kind of hear it.
Alright, I'm gonna
He's
walk
not
over.
trying to keep it low.
I'm gonna walk over and I reach into my bag and pull out a couple of gold coins. Will these compensate?
Hang
How
on,
much?
wait.
Just
Two gold coins.
No, I'm looking at 50.
Oh,
Gold coins.
what the heck
It
was
a
that window
stained
made out
glass-
of?
Stained glass window that
Stained
was
glass.
made specifically.
Of all
In
a
one
weapon shop?
Yeah, you guys now see that the shop itself, all of the windows have a stained glass feel to them.
Are we in the noble district?
Well, I speak up at this point. I go, well, there is a bounty on this gentleman. Perchance there's a way we can barter for this.
Yes, 50 gold coins.
50.
Yes.
I've got.
Jingles, did you say
I've
there's a
got
bounty on this gentleman? Do you know what the exact cost of that is?
It slips my mind a little bit. Yeah, I want to say it's probably like a.
I walk over to the guy on the ground. I nudge him. I go, "Wait, how much you worth?"
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious. The guy.
Oh, is he really? I kick him harder.
It always wakes up unconscious.
Yeah, I break one of those the fumes or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Never mind.
Okay, all right. We can negotiate. I'll be right now, and I'm gonna try and skitter off to a side of the roof that nobody is at. Is
This way over here.
that way over
Sir,
there.
I can't have it down.
Okay.
He's going to try to match your movements again. He's focused on you. He doesn't really care about anyone else.
Just give me a moment.
Moment for what? You're gonna run away?
No, I am not going to run away. I am a man of my word.
You might.
Not helping.
I'm gonna walk over to Jason.
I'm gonna buy you a tail later.
Getting down off the roof? Oh.
So I don't need help, but it's always more fun with a friend.
Right, I'll put it up for a crate.
Or I can come over and you can.
Oh, come on! He's a grown man. You can let him find out himself. Come on, Jingles. We've seen you do some incredible things before.
You've always been my favorite.
Ah.
I just think you've always been one of my favorites.
Good save.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try and grapple one of these crates over to pull it over to.
Alright, yeah, and you can do so. I mean, they're about maybe 20 pounds or less, and you can move them over there.
See, it's just always nicer when you have a target, right? It's just always a little easier. Now you're gonna daintily hop down.
Daintily, go ahead and make with advantage. Okay, it's helping you.
Okay.
Because it's dainty.
Because it is so dainty, that gets advantage.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's
5 on that.
Yeah, it would have been
Dainties or
5,
dainties?
but that is an 18 plus 4, 22.
Sure, you're actually able to just kind of hop onto the first one and hop onto the next one and on to the ground now.
And I'm gonna adjust my ascot, just to make sure everything's properly in place.
Really, all that just to get off.
See, I always believe
It's a process. It's a process. Okay, all right. So about this window, 50 gold piece.
You're actually now where the window was, and he points to it, and you can see that there was a stained glass window.
Huh. I didn't know that when I was, throwing that.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people know that when they're throwing things.
Yeah.
Got him.
So, how about...
Yeah.
Because you may have heard of me. My name is Mr. Jingles. I'm the notorious bounty hunter extraordinaire.
He's now looking over at you, Amelia. You gonna give me the 50 gold, or shall I make a report to the guard?
No.
Well, I
There's
think
no
that
need
we
for that.
can work something out because my mind is turning right now. I think we have some artist friends in town that would actually be able to make you a new window, like more spectacular than the one that you had now.
Roll a deception.
That's super deceptive.
21.
That's nice.
In town,
Yes.
just like, and he points to the one right over the next. Like these ones here.
Yeah, I go over in the town.
Yeah,
Not far from here at all.
but better.
Here's the thing. We have to go see the Duke right this minute because over there, Colin, he's taken us to see the Duke. He specifically requested us. So we really don't have time to sort this out right now. But like as soon as we've talked to the Duke and found out what he wants from us, we'll come back and we'll settle one way or another. We'll settle this matter with you.
He heads over to the window and goes, Oi, Mariel! I'll be a moment. I'm gonna walk with these fools over to the castle.
Yeah.
The more the merrier!
So, I got a quick question.
Now it's the DM or to the...
This is kind of to the DM. So, mending. Would mending be able to repair a stained glass window? Or, also a better question, would it be able to repair it well?
Better question. Will it be able to repair his pride?
Let's take a look.
Roll an intelligence check.
Ooh.
Okay, alright. Intelligence. That is a 16.
You think you can do a pretty good job. Maybe not, on par with the best in the town over, the best artists that you can find. But it'll probably do for the most part. The other ones are kind of a little dingy. It's nice work, but they're not really cared for. You think he kind of just has them there to keep people from peering in, but still have enough of the light to come through.
Okay, so the other stained glass windows are a little dingy?
Yeah, a little dingy.
Excellent. Okay.
In the middle of the lead pewter has kind of like been splattered over, and
So, back to what I was saying before, you may or may not have heard of me. I'm relatively well known in various regions, and I'm going to flash my little medallion.
he was about to say,
casually.
I have.
Yeah.
Did you steal that?
No, pardon me. I earned that fair and square, as did all of my compatriots.
I pull mine out too.
I pulled mine out as well.
And we're all going to lean in for like a... We're all going
Serves
to...
out as
And I look at her and I go,
This is going to be like a rap
Matt.
cover.
She points to you now. She's kind of like.
Oh, fantastic. You have stories I wish to
What
hear.
are you doing here? Wait, never mind. Okay, get to you later, Betty.
Just off in the distance.
Yeah,
It's really
okay.
great. But she sees you. Everyone's pulling her.
Can we have her join?
No.
She's super dope.
She's not.
I'm into her. She's cool, man. I like it.
She has butcher in her name.
Yeah, I'm a blindfolded drow with blood on my
He
face.
doesn't, that's true. He doesn't have to use
That's another
his eyes.
an aesthetic that you won't be able to see, but there is blood stained all over her studded leather armor.
Even if I noticed it, I'd be like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My
Nope.
blindfold's blood stained, so.
So, like I said, I possess, as my friend over here said in his little speech a little while back, some very special skills in my arsenal that may or may not come in very handy. What if I were to try to fix your windows with magic? And I'd like to make sparkles come out of my fingertips.
Okay. Little precipitation.
Little
Fantastic.
You kind of.
Alright. Now, gonna make it just like it was. Alright? But after we do that, we're cool, right?
He looks around at the rest of you, and you're all like waiting for a response. And you just,
Or-
Bated breath.
How about,
I'm giving him a big smile.
yeah, I'll buy you a drink.
Drink not needed. Just fix the window. We're good.
Good man. All right, and I would like to walk on over and kind of crack my fingers, and not 100% sure if this is going to work or not. I would like to do my best attempt to mend the window.
Is there any way from where I am give him advantage, like help him out?
Probably not from where you are.
Okay.
And it's more magic.
Yeah.
It's more magic. You can't really like
Sure.
aid someone.
Sure.
It's like you're like helping his hands do some magic components or anything.
Just a nice tap on the butt.
No, just a little,
Just a attaboy sport. You can do it.
Yes, inspiration.
Fair enough.
Those of you that are able to witness it, I don't think it's a whole lot. I think only Amalthea is there with you. The little shards of glass begin to, and it starts to form the stained glass window as it once was. It has a green side and a blue side and a yellow triangle at the bottom, and it's back to where you think it was.
Okay, all right. Fairly certain.
That's amazing.
Oi, I did not think that was actually going to work. What are you?
I'm a bounty hunter.
He puts his hand down. You can now see a noticeable bump in his hairline. And
Good Lord.
How about maybe just like and I'll pull out like a couple gold. I'll pull out like 5 gold. Just for the trouble.
he will take that. He goes over to the window again and, Oi, Muriel!
Don't break it.
Yeah, just shattered. Turns to sand. Run!
It's not dry yet.
He heads down and goes, get out of here. I don't want to see your face again.
Did he give him back his brass balls?
Yeah, he will.
Oh, okay, all right, good. Yeah, we'll make this swap.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna fasten them back.
Can't let another man hold your brass balls for that long.
He actually kind of.
Then you do own a drink.
He heads over close to your ear and goes, those are actually a good make. Well done.
I giggle. Outwardly giggle.
I think, yeah, Jingles definitely gets like a genuine smile on his face before he then gets like shooed out of the shop. Shoot away.
Get away from the
Yeah.
All right. So you don't get a secondary shopkeeper +2, but you do have a +1 Betty. She is right there, eager and waiting, her hands on her hips again. She towers over most of you, except for Hylene.
I walk next to her.
6 foot.
I definitely walk next to her.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to. Can I talk to her like at some point?
Yeah. So Carlin kind of like, well, shut him now.
What are we doing?
Alright, so how are we going to transport this
What do
man?
we do with him?
Why is she here?
I don't carry him.
Do
Are
you
we
guys
talking
need me
about
to
two
carry
different
him?
people?
Now, listen. Here's the deal. Master Foof has taken us to the Duke.
I don't think
We have an appointment with the Duke. Master Foof, please
His
relay.
name is
We
Carlin.
have, we have, right.
I understand that.
So-
I assume that whom this is being dropped off to is probably in the Duke's court.
Is
You-
the guard still
And I look at
there?
Foof and I
The
go, is that
guard is
guy?
still
Mr.
spot
Guard,
where he's
can we, like-
standing there, and there actually is a job board nearby. Actually, the same one that you saw earlier. So you can go ahead and check that if you wish. And you can see where.
I'm just gonna step right over here real quick. Don't go. And I'm gonna walk over there. Trixie, do you want to come look at the thing with me?
Is he
So
secured by the
I
way?
tied
or-
up. I
Okay.
tied him up with the rope.
Go ahead.
He's just like
Pretty
cooking.
awesome.
Roll a dexterity check, just a basic dexterity check.
14.
Okay. Okay. You think you have a pretty good knot on him. You kind of like hog tied him, arms behind the back, and you're actually probably able to, with Highland's help, able to kind of like use him as, like lift him up like a briefcase, he's got a rope handle, and he's still limp, but for the most part he's tied in such a way that his back is arched some, just his legs are kind of like dangling down. And his,
Can I try to just
Handy dandy carrying
like carry him
case.
over my shoulder?
sure, go ahead and roll these. Check.
Yeah.
You're able to.
Okay.
It's
Good, because that's
It's
stuff.
dead. It's literally dead. Like,
yeah. Okay, so the
Thank you.
page now has you have basically. Okay, go good. You guys.
Okay. Dust our hands off and
Sure.
go-
Head over to the job board, and there are 2 of the similar sheets up there.
All right. Yeah.
And then
I'm going to look and see where we're supposed to turn in, and as I am doing that, I'm going to kind of quietly, like, side whisper to Trixie, "What is she doing here? Why is she with
She
us?"
was trying to catch the bounty.
Yes, but why is she traveling with us? She seems kind of buddy-buddy.
Yeah, definitely that guy.
Talk to Dawn Ash.
Damn it, Don Ash, every time.
I look at Betty. At this point, I'm like, so Betty, besides having a great grip, how do you know our friend Jingle's here? Seems like you guys have a
We
history.
go way back.
Way back.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've got quite a journey ahead of us. We have the Duke to see. Why not share a bit of conversation?
I could regale you in our story, but I'm not so sure that he'd like it.
As you can plainly see, I'm not operating in Mr. Jingle's best interests. Pure with my own.
All right, you did a little tidbit.
Fantastic. All ears.
You guys have
And I had point in my eyes.
all yours. Okay, and you guys, are you going to take off the page or leave it there?
Take off.
Yeah, we're gonna take it
On
off.
the dartboard there.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
think I
there's
missed
two.
Cool. On it, it'll say that you actually turn them into the Duke's.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
Convenient.
There's only one Carlin
By the
who
way,
passed
we
away.
still have seat. So.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
At that point, his head pops up in between her cloak.
Hey, buddy.
Is going to be traveling with us.
She?
Oh, it was like
Because
he's
when you get to know her.
Fed.
I knew we traveled together for a reason. I like your thinking. Yeah. So, what is Skeet's haircut right now?
Oh my god, yes. Take it well. Mad Max. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome like mullet. Come on, dude.
So say again. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What is Skeet's haircut?
The last you looked at, I believe it was kind of like
pompadour last
a yeah, pompadour. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly.
Oh, we didn't do Fox Eagles? Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
it was Pompadour.
yeah.
Yes.
That was before that though. It
Right.
was definitely.
Personally, my favorite. Just saying.
I would like to. I'm going to save the mullet because we're going to go meet the Duke. So next time,
Kind of a
fancy?
feel to it.
I'm going to give him an awesome Jerry curl.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be like.
May I suggest a kid and play flat top?
I don't even know what that is.
What? Flat, just
What's a kid and play?
Kid and play from the 90s? Kid and play. The
Were you even born in the
Yes, I was. I was a wee lad, but I was alive. That's my point. You should know this.
I should.
It's American culture, my sir.
Man. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up maybe for next time. We'll
Well,
culture.
No, please continue. We're gonna show this happen.
But yeah, so for now
Little
we're gonna
Jerry
give him,
curls,
give him
yeah.
Jerry curls like
Yeah.
Rick James,
Yeah,
Jerry curls.
Soul
absolutely.
glow.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
What is Jim?
It's.
Do you also
do you know
know
Rick
Rick
James? Do you know Rick James?
Dude, are you kidding me? That's a flat top, by the way.
Here you go.
Who's not aware?
Oh.
Jerry curl?
Right.
Jericho flat top. Kid and play, everybody.
Is it me you're looking for?
I think I remember them, huh?
Is it me you're looking for?
Hello.
Oh no. Hello. Okay, yeah, you give him a little
So
bit.
yeah, with like
It's-
one just coming down like
Sure, right there.
Right there.
Ah, sexy.
He seems to kind of like, he's not used to it, but
Yeah,
maybe
don't
he'll-
worry, you're doing great.
Work it, work it. It does look like he's kind of like letting it, catching the wind a little.
So yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's let him.
Easy like Sunday morning. You'll be fine.
You notice that his breath is a little bit of the baconish side. He's sampled your platter.
He
Yeah.
looks a little rounder than he did a couple minutes ago.
Rotund, even.
All right. So you guys all make your way there. The guard is with you as well, and you guys kind of do a little bit of a double pace, just kind of like keeping up and making sure that you guys get there in time. Obviously, time has elapsed doing the side quest, if you will.
Yeah.
You guys make your way over and past the long series of steps up to the gatehouse, past those into the courtyard or the main the bailey, as it's called, and then into the inner keep. The large wooden doors open up towards you, and you can see two more guards there standing there. over off to the right, there's actually a horse inside. Very, very regal horse.
There's a horse inside.
Horse, yeah, just inside. Now, inside this,
It's the Duke.
the main entrance, it kind of has a little bit of like a rough ground to it, so it seems like people have been able to,
Okay.
just a little bit of rough cobblestone. It hasn't yet reached the next wooden floor over to where the marble.
I was gonna say he must really like this horse.
Actually, you can see the Duke is right there talking to a knight who seems to be tethered to this horse, and has been like exchanging a few words and everything.
Can I percept the status of this knight? Like perhaps if he's like a knight errant or if he's...
Sure.
And while he percepts the status, can I percept the jawline and facial features? And just rate like a 1 to 10 scale.
Yeah, he's got about a go ahead. He's standing right in front of you. He's standing right in front of you.
I'm pretty sure that's just a 5.
6 for me.
Oh yeah.
So you both notice that he's pretty well cut. He's got a lot of plate armor. He seems to have heavy plate armor, and there is an embossed seal of Quintessa right on the front, which seems like he's part of his maybe either personal guard or probably even a bus.
Is the color of his suit something out of the ordinary, like a cobalt or like a shiny silver? Is it just
No,
like a
it's
dull
kind
gray?
of. There's a little bit of use to it.
Okay.
He gets out and around.
But like anything that gives the impression of like
a regal status for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Absolutely. He's definitely a nobleman, and he's got a very nice. His horse has barding. It has full barding
this
as well.
horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then on the side where the you can see a woven emblem also of Quintessa's city seal.
All right. I lean directly over to what's your name? Mr. James. I lean over to him.
Jesus.
And I lean over to Jesus, and I go, please take the wheel. No, I lean over to Mr. James and I go, "Now you're late, bud." Then I lean back over to Betty. She never told me that story.
You don't even have eyes.
I know.
Can I interject real fast? While Betty is distracted and telling me stories or anything, would like to nudge Skeet to
Sure.
do what Skeet does.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for Skeet. Do you have?
I don't have this.
And Skeet
shit.
is,
You
just
should
for
have
people
this.
who are not aware of who Skeet is, Skeet is a small little white albino weasel, and he is super smart, and he likes to borrow things from people.
He also can understand some language.
Yeah, he's a very smart little albino white
We've
weasel.
yet to decipher or discern what language it is for sure. But the person that we got him off of, Bellish, actually, the merchant that we helped escort at the very beginning, let us borrow him for a little bit.
His perception is +3. His stealth is +5. So go ahead and roll stealth.
12. with
12 for
that.
stealth. Okay. And then go ahead and roll a. Well, his investigation is 0. So but give me a perception first.
Natural one.
Natural 1.
Stupid cherry curl.
The curl's got his way.
Yeah. Kind of poking his eyes, like he also doesn't seem too thrilled to jump over to her.
Can't blame him.
There's a lot of fur lining her studded armor,
And blood.
and a lot of blood, and there's actually like a lot of little paws and claws of different animals that she's.
Betty is so badass.
She's the
I'm not.
worst.
I'm not a fan of all like the taxidermy, but she seems like really interesting. Just saying.
What parts of her?
All the parts.
Oh.
The mass of her is interesting.
Skeet's reservations.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna cover his eyes and bring
Okay,
it
yeah, thank you.
Never mind on that one.
I'm so sorry, buddy. I didn't even think about that.
He crawls into your little cloak pocket and kind of.
It's just curl into the fetal position and just cry.
Well, every now and then you can kind of feel him like move his head up, just kind of like sniff around and move his head back in.
Betty was telling me a story.
Yes. So I mean, she tells you a little bit about their past dealings. Obviously, they know each other through bounty hunting and have run into each other, much like today, searching the same bounty, searching the same perpetrator.
She's a stalker.
And you get the feeling that there's probably a little more that she probably won't tell you. She's a little more reserved. You're not sure exactly yet with the role that you usually had.
Can I try to chip away at her reservations?
Go for it. Yeah. Make.
First, I'm gonna go. Alright, come now, Betty. The way you both were yelling at each other in the alley, I did catch a little bit of it. Sounds like there's a little more history that you're not letting off. Now tell me. I'm here as a friend. We've met. We've shook hands. Here's the thing. I also am, I love Mr. Jingles. Not a big fan though. There's a difference between the two things. He's quite. I just want a little bit of dirt. I just want to know.
A little dirt.
A little dirt.
She thinks about it for a moment.
Is this a?
You go ahead and make just a charisma check.
Charisma? It's a 20. Not natural, but it's a 20.
Okay. She seems still a little reserved, and she pulls out of her pocket. There's like a lavender bag, and she goes and puts it up to your nose, and it's fragrant. It's lavender.
Okay.
And
I sniff I'm not sure of this custom, but okay.
It's very floral, and it smells nice. She pulls it back and goes, I keep that with me to remind me of him.
It does feel.
It's
like
pretty
him.
spot on.
It smells, yeah, I can understand why. Are you? I mean, pardon my forwardness, but are you a fan of Mr. Jingles? Do you fancy him?
I like his style. But if you want any more, you're gonna have to get me liquored up.
Sounds like a challenge. I know. Not much of a challenge.
Obviously, you don't know me well enough, Betty.
They don't
He's
have
somewhat
enough liquor
of
in
my
this town.
Oh,
forte.
Obviously, you don't know me well enough either.
I feel like this is a budding of a beautiful friendship, Betty. And I clasp her on the back and I go, come on now. Let's meet this knight! And I walk up kind of swaggerly, like towards like what's going on. I imagine that everyone's kind of like walking up carefully to the knight in this conversation.
Well, the Duke is there with you. Or
At the night, though.
Yeah,
He's talking to
he's
the
talking to the night, but then he sees you now, open the doors open, and he kind of turns over to you, and they
And as I notice him turn around, I go, what's his name again?
the Duke?
Yeah.
Millsworth.
Millsworth.
You only know-
Millsworth! Master Fu found us. We are here at your beck and call and your service, sir.
Oh, yes, Donash, my boy. How are you?
Oh, quite well, sir. And I
glad
do
you
my
all
best
made it.
bow. My best bow.
Oh, he'll return and
Is it-
he'll return. I'm glad you all made it.
Yes, us too. Duke, how are you doing this morning?
Very well, very well. I just received word here from this knight here, Donato. Thank you. You may leave now. And Donato kind of gives you all a bow.
My
Well,
best.
but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can stick around. Obviously, we're just
He
hang
just
out.
he didn't even talk to you.
So,
Brings
or not,
us
that's fine too. Either way.
Donato here was telling me of your good deeds. Word came around that you helped the little girl, and that was very, very good. The boy, the page, Carlin, runs up and goes, puts on his regal robes and comes down to him. Oh, he's very good, and kind of moves along. He runs out to the courtyard, and you don't see the page anymore. Very
I'd
well.
like to interrupt and say, and
That's exactly what Carlin.
Most observant, Your Grace. Most observant.
Can I just light in my hand and just have it like a little,
Yeah.
on the guy's face. Just
With a little mustache, he's still unconscious. Yeah. Very well done. Well, I was gonna give you all a sum of money, but I think something else is in order. And he looks around. He can't find anyone. You there, God, who followed you? Come here. Just stay and watch them for a moment, and while I go and he kind of, moves around to the back.
I think that's legit.
He moves back to the there's a partition where you cannot see, and there's like a bunch of cabinets over there. You hear him kind of rustling around between cabinets, and finally is done. Moves, the other one closes, comes back, and you see what look like to be two scroll containers, essentially. They're very beautifully worked. A few of them have a little bit of on the edge. There's a little bit of jewels, red and blue. It's silver for the most part, and then there are gold inlay work and all that. There's both of them have a cap. There's two of them in his hand. He takes them and he goes, again, I was going to give you a monetary reward, but you guys do pretty good. You guys definitely do pretty good.
We do what we can, Your Grace.
Who's closest to?
I feel like I would be.
All right, he hands you both of them.
Thank you, Your Grace. As you can see, I am astute in the reading abilities.
Are they?
Obviously ironic.
Since
What
Trixie,
they-
or sorry, since Dawn Ash is unable to read, she's going to assist you in helping.
No, as I feel you coming, I go, right, great, thank you so much.
Very well.
Appreciate it.
Very important question. These are scrolls? They're magic scrolls?
Yes. And he goes ahead and opens one up.
Takes right back on your hands.
No, well, he's just opening it up, and he brings out a piece of
They're
paper.
shiny.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're shiny. Yeah, you can see it. He unfurls the parchment in front of you and takes a quill that's also inside and goes, watch this, and he writes a message on it. Rolls it up, puts the quill back in, caps it. The other one lights up.
What happened?
Go ahead and open that.
Why is everyone gasping?
No. I wanted to. He was looking at me.
Okay, Trixie pulls it out.
It's the same message that you saw him write. He actually wrote a little tiny happy face in the end too. Thank you. And yeah, you gather that it is something very magical.
This?
Did I get this, or is this way over my head?
So the
Yeah, like, did this just
Scribble.
way over?
Wow.
the writing itself you can't read. However, you get the feeling that something has happened in regards to the two containers.
Because I could feel it off the containers, I could hear the gasps.
We're very dramatic.
Right.
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. That's a 19 plus, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of discern that, as he took the quill and wrote on it, put it in one of the containers, the other container now was opened up and everyone gasped. So it's kind of a message, you can basically use this once a day.
Sure.
Or, I'm sorry, I'll say once a day. And as you write a message, it has to be within about 25 characters. You're able to close it, and within one turn, the other one will appear.
He's given us the ability to tweet. I see.
Yeah, kind of. It's got a certain range, so
Sure.
I'll give you that later.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah. I'll give you all that information later. But
I look at him and I go, Your Grace. I mean,
you earned it.
Besides being fashionable, cunning as well.
Oh, I've got many tricks up my sleeves. Yes.
As do I. We must trade sometime.
I don't know what that means, but anyway.
I wink. He can't see it.
The little head nod.
Yeah.
To the rest of you guys. Well, again, thank you all. That little girl's life, it meant a lot to that farmer. I don't think anyone else would have been able to be up to the challenge.
I don't either. It was very fortunate that we were around when we were.
Yes.
But
So again,
we're going to be around to do it again if you ever need. Just remember that.
oh yes, okay, very well. Well, I better be getting back to the things that I'm most good at.
Your Grace, I am holding a criminal on my back. Where should I?
Yeah.
Where should I leave
He
this
kind of
person?
nudges. He nudges the guard and goes, very well, my grace. I will deal with the perpetrator.
I lift him off my shoulders and just hand him over.
He puts his halberd
Yes.
against the wall. And goes,
I
"All
want
right."
to make sure that I get my rope back when we hand over the criminal.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, very well. I'll give you the rope back. I'm sure. He has
I wasn't mistrusting you. I just wanted before we forget.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I was.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually he walks over outside, and you can see it. It's right there. There's a kind of a near the gatehouse. There's another station there, and he's able to apprehend the criminal properly, put him in his bindings. The guy's still unconscious actually, and he takes the rope and.
Thank you very much.
So, Your Grace, besides the scroll work that you have so graciously given to us, your page, Master Foof, or at least as I've called him, since.
You mean Carlin? Yes. Well,
Yes. And a spoof. Listen, I understand that you had called upon us for another reason. It could not have possibly been for...
Oh, no, it was. It was the saving of the girl's life. It just happened that you brought in another criminal, and I felt moved.
Well, I mean, there's gotta be some other filth that we can clean from the streets, perhaps. Is there anything that's bothering you, ailing you, perchance? Nothing of the
I
sort.
mean, you can always check the job boards. I'm sure there's some wanted posters up there. Nothing that I need help with, no.
What about your apprentice, the rather intimidating bloke that...
Oh, pay him no mind. You mean Randall?
Randall, yes, absolutely.
He's fine. He's just serious, that's all.
Serious. Well, sorry, out of character. Do we have anything magical that we need to talk to Randall about?
Well,
I was gonna say,
but I don't think
We already did that one.
yeah,
we already did
I've
that.
already done with him. I had what I thought was a full actor.
You do?
A full actor.
You have a book.
But
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk to him about that.
Nothing? So we're good to
No, he was a little bit standoffish.
I know, but it's kind of...
You might want the book if we
Yeah,
have
you
to.
might.
Alright, perfect. Got it. Alright, there we go. Well then, Your Grace, if you wouldn't mind, I think we have a date with the pub.
All right. Drink early, yes, of course. And he gives you another bow. And he seems to like bowing to you because you give the best flourish of your
And I perform.
Yes. Good. He turns around and walks up to walks down the hallway there and up to his stairs where his.
And as he's leaving, I go, again, if you ever need us, you know where to find us.
Bless you.
And I said, I go, bless you, sir, bless you, Grace.
Yeah. At this point, you have no idea where he's at. And,
Got it. I'm just screaming.
You hear him.
Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, great. So I turn to Betty and I go, looks like someone is in need of a drink.
Oh. No, I've got queries in other parts of the town, or maybe actually in different towns.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Interesting. It seems that I did not realize that you were one to turn down a challenge, Betty.
Don Ash,
Jingles.
what are you doing?
I owe a friend a drink. I mean, intend to
The
give that friend a drink.
lady says that she has business elsewhere. I think that it would only be the right thing to do to allow her to venture off wherever she sees fit.
It's interesting because I feel like we have business here.
She grabs you by the shoulder, and it's a firm grip, and she kind of pulls you in.
That's my bad shoulder.
Grabs your other one and moves you.
That's
Still
the other one.
squeezing almost twice as hard.
They're both bad now.
She goes, I won't worry you anymore. Besides, I got other queries. I gotta get out of here. She lets you go, and perhaps another time.
Perhaps, Betty. I'm always looking forward to more stories. I am a collector of sorts. And I kind of give her the
A little
the
head
wink.
nod,
Yeah.
Head wink.
This is kind of way to say bye, buddy. Sorry, I beat you this time. Poor Nash.
Yeah.
Did you get it in the head?
Who, Betty?
Yes.
He's being so nice. Okay.
Turns around and walks away.
That was absolutely rude. How could you say that?
I think she's possessed.
What do you... Jingles,
I've never seen her.
Jingles, look at me. And I pointed at her. She seemed quite the entertainer of sorts. She had stories that I wish to hear, and I'm now...
Stories.
Oh, you say not good, but she seemed like a wholesome person. Maybe a little bloody on the side, sure, but why not? Or who's not? And I point at my own blindfold. Jingles, what is your aversion?
She and I we're in the same field, and we are competitors, and while I was first starting out, she was rather unkind to me, and I don't like her.
Have you ever heard of the saying unkindness?
That's
unkindness.
all it is.
Have you ever heard the saying unkindness on the playground is fancy outside? Stay in that. It's
I see what you were trying to say.
Right.
I agree with that.
I don't believe I
Unkind in what way? Maybe a little bit extra competitive, maybe a bit baiting.
Throwing me off of roofs and kicking me downstairs.
I look at him off yet with a knowing smile. Like, off of roofs, of course. Now, you do smell quite lovely of lavender. Am I correct in saying that?
Oh, well, thank you. I try.
Would you? And this is completely hypothetical, of course, Jingles. Absolutely, 100% hypothetical. But what would you say if Betty, for instance, held a pouch of your scent, or something that smelled rather close to it?
She stole my scent?
I didn't say she stole anything, and of course this is hypothetical, Mr. Jingles. I don't understand why you're jumping to conclusions. Listen to my question. If she maybe was fond of you, would you notice?
She's probably using it to track him.
I think yes. If anything, she's probably uses it to track me down. I mean, she finds me everywhere I go. That's how come she's got all of those stupid little medals hanging around her neck. She goes to every single place that I've ever been, and she gets the bounty before I get it. And then she makes fun of me and laughs at me and makes me cry.
Jingles, pardon my boldness, but no one needs to track you using your scent. You're quite loud enough.
You mean like visibly loud? Because that's okay.
All definitions of loud. You literally jingle. I don't know if you knew where you got your name, but you quite literally jingle. My point is, she might not be as bad as you think. She seemed quite nice, and I do intend, if not this time, to buy her drink in the future. And if you're willing to join us, there's a drink for you as well.
You drive a hard bargain.
No bargain. This is a gift. I'm a friend.
I don't trust Don Ash.
I clasp him on the shoulder and I go,
That's the shoulder. That's the shoulder.
Yeah,
cunning man.
Right in the spot.
You've always been my favorites. Come now! And I just walk towards the pub. I don't know.
Or you walk toward the wall.
Yeah, I magoo my way through the town. Just walking on girders that are... No. I don't know. I walk back to the page, and is the page nearby?
He's just standing outside.
I reach into my pocket and I pull out a silver piece.
Don't
Like-
throw it at him.
I do hold it out to him and I go, thank you for coming to receive us.
Oh, I actually can't take that.
I'm not
Gotta get the kid in
not
trouble.
saying take it. Just gonna. Is there a pocket here? I place it on the foof. Just right on the foof. Yeah. And I go,
Balance it right on one of the little, yeah.
just right in between like a coin slot. Yeah. And I just go, I didn't give you anything. I just was admiring the food. Listen, I apologize, but I don't know if you were uncomfortable with being drugged around all the way.
No, I'm fine. It's all good. I mean, I can't really run that fast. Yeah.
Well, buy yourself a good meal.
I mean,
And I just ruffle the hair, and I don't even listen. I just ruffle the hair and I walk
He
away.
wants to.
Yeah.
And you walk off. All right.
And I walk away.
Oh yes, all right, you guys make your way back to the same tavern or a different one?
Well, the first time that we were in Quintessa, we went to the Drunken Lion.
Lion. It was that
This was the Restless Lion. Yes.
Restless Lion.
Okay, here's the deal. I look over to Malky and I go, listen, we have two options. We can go to the Restless Lion, we came here first, or
He just wants
you
you to
might
get
be
with
able to
her.
see Trith again.
Well, aren't we staying at the place where Truth is?
We say where the wind takes us.
Right, so let's go there.
The red herring it is, gents. I rolled a 20.
Okay, it is about probably close to maybe midday, a little bit past midday. So I mean, you can be starting, day drinking for sure.
For sure.
But I mean, she's happy to serve you guys drinks at any given.
Of course she
point.
is. How could she not?
Trith is now there serving drinks herself. She's woken up and
Perfect.
the other barkeeps are kind of moving around. It's lunchtime. It's lunch hour, so there's still plates being moved around. Not a whole lot of ales being poured, but there is definitely a gathering of people for their midday meal. So
I walk straight to Trith, and as I'm walking there, I go, Trith! Oh, my lovely, my Grace, how have you been?
I've been good. How are you?
Pretty good. We, not to say too much, but we've had quite an eventful day.
Mm-hmm.
Malthea seemed to have cut her quick today and gave it straight to the Duke, and we seem to have got a little bit of money in our pocket, and we wish to spend it on some ale.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, we have the same as we had last night. Do you wish to partake in the same?
Well, funny thing about that is, someone who works here at the tavern, I would imagine that you have quite an understanding of all the delicacies that you offer. Am I correct in assuming?
Sure.
I mean, everyone loves ale, but the
Dealer's
common
choice.
dealer's choice.
She looks behind her her counter. There's kind of like rustles. You can hear bottles clinking. Up on it's actually a visage of a minotaur, and it.
Do I notice it?
No,
Okay,
it's not. It's I mean maybe just a little tiny like a little thing in your mind that
surges
surges
through you.
Yeah.
Just goosebumps.
And, you can see that it's more or less than the half full and pessimistic. And she goes, well, I've got this bottle here. The name's kind of just rubbed off. It's an old bottle. It's dusty, and she goes and grabs her rag and kind of cleans it off. And maybe this will do.
Maybe only if you're willing to join us for a shot.
Oh, I can't. I'm working.
Trith.
She grabs a bunch of glasses, 5 glasses for you guys.
Trith. Listen, I appreciate you for and generous for it that. Join us for a drink. Amalthea would really appreciate it.
I've actually walked over to the bar now,
Okay.
and as I come next
Amalthea.
to Dawn, I'm like, hey, hi, Trent.
Fantastic.
Are you doing a shot with us?
Make a persuasion.
Yeah.
She pours the 5th glass.
I get advantage because we're together.
Sure.
I
why
am
not?
helping,
Why
I am
not?
helping.
Why not?
Oh, you
well,
might not. No, do it again. Do it
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
Let's see that crit. All right.
No. Okay, so what do I add?
Charisma.
So 20.
She pulls a shot glass out of the inside of her vest.
That's a girl.
It's a little bit taller than yours, but it seems to like be personalized, even
Sure.
like etched and whatnot. She closes the bottle, leaves it on the counter, and goes, "What are we drinking to?"
And have they all come back to us?
Yeah, now they're all at the.
And I hand Mr. Jingles,
That's
I hand
what
Elenia.
You've already had your
Nice.
shot.
Elenia! And I pass to everybody and Trixie as well. And I raise up and I go, to bright futures?
The right pictures.
And,
Down. Drink.
and to hopeful nights. Nice.
She moves down the bar. She's helping other patrons and gathering, some money and whatnot, and then eventually, giving them
What
their food.
a babe.
No. And I turn to Amalthea and I go, Amalthea, if you don't make a move, I will.
Guys, wait, I need time.
Did we, now this drink, when we took the shot,
It's smooth. It's nice.
I'm sipping mine.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
don't
I'm
actually-
sipping with the pink.
I don't actually.
after
do the
that
shot.
swagger, I took the shot. There's no way I could match it.
It burns a little bit, but after the initial shock, you can kind of tell it's really smooth. It's nice. It's got a like an oak flavor to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not gamey like a Minotaur?
Not gamey like a minotaur. Yeah.
God.
Minotaurs are gamey. All right, that's gonna go in.
Right.
That's canon. Next time we eat a minotaur.
Gamey and forward, if you're to believe the myths. Sorry. Okay, well,
So she's moved on and she's helping out the other patrons.
and I turn back to the group and I go,
Did she leave the bottle up, like where we can
It's
see
it's
her?
right there. It's closer to her side. So
I'm completely fixated on it because I'm remembering this really, really weird dream that I had last night.
but not really. But
We
not
don't
really.
remember the
No, we don't. Okay.
It's not canon.
Okay.
So yeah.
okay. So I
But
turn
it's,
back
it's,
to everybody.
it's, I don't know, it's triggering something. It's bad.
You're triggered.
Bad.
Triggered.
Yeah, it's totally triggered.
It's triggering something in me too, and I talk to Donash and I go, Donash, you're just such a good friend.
That's all I'm here to be. And then I just kind of look around. I move around. And I grab the bottle and I take out a silver piece and I put it like kind of behind the bar so like no one else can like grab it. And I pour her an extra drink and myself.
There really isn't like a ledge behind the bar, but
I just drop it on the floor.
yeah.
Just put it like be fancy. Just like put the coin on the top of the
Like a
bar.
tapas?
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to steal it though, because this is,
Are
right
we
here.
leaving? I thought we were just hanging around the bottle for a while.
Okay, fine. I leave it on top of the bottle, and I pour ourselves another round, just like in good friendship, and we drink, and I put it on the bottle, and I look back at everybody and I go, well, it seems like the world's our oyster again.
Yeah.
At this moment, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we're just gonna say while we drink, Trixie would like to eavesdrop to see if there's anything going on
Sure.
in the town.
Actually, so at this moment, about 5 dwarves enter the inn, and they all seem to be workers of some kind, miners, if you will. They have shovels and pickaxes on their back. I mean, the stereotypical dwarf.
It's hey ha.
That's where we stop right here. Shut down. First episode. And you can see them kind of like gathering over at a table. There's 5 of them, and they unpack their belongings, put it against the door, near the door, and where the bouncer's kind of there, just kind of gives them a nod. And they head over to, one of them heads over to the bar near where you guys are, and oi! You kind of hear him, off to the side.
To us? Or
No, to the,
okay.
the bar, any barkeeper.
Sure.
Another gentleman actually walks up. Yeah, how can I help you? My companions here, my retinue, would like a food and drink if possible. We've had a rough day. Sure, absolutely. You guys, you know what? Just give me a moment, and I'll give you guys a menu, and I'll be with you shortly. He grabs a couple menus, gives them to him, and he makes his way back to the table.
Can I perceive just like general disposition and nature of these?
Sure.
That specific dwarf.
Grumpy.
21.
21. Yeah, he's definitely he's got a sour disposition. Yeah, he looks a little like he's maybe angry at something, but he's trying to kind of forget it.
You should go up and say, "What's that talk?"
So many jokes right now.
Okay. I guess I'll just kind of like I'll lean over to hide the name and be like, bit under the weather, man.
You believe he's sick?
Not the weather, but just a bit sour.
Yeah.
Well,
See that?
you can see better than I.
This is true.
How's the party over there?
Well, it looks like they've had a very rough day. They have all of their pickaxes, and I suppose they were looking for jewels.
We did just catch a jewel thief.
We did.
Jules.
Shall we go and
Dwarves.
should we go and join them? I feel a bit friendly.
Actually, one of the dwarves will get up and head over to the bar there, and he's going to order up a couple of ales. And I say a couple, I mean like a full plate filled with about 10 different steins, about this size.
Yeah.
And eventually, after
They've had a
getting
rough
them,
day. Damn.
he's kind of like, he's taken him back. He's kind of like a little bit more forward than the rest of us.
Is he already walking away, or is he
He's kind
still?
of, he's in the process of walking back to the table to bring his companions the.
And I call out and I go, "Oi, fancy a bit and drinking, do we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He puts it down.
Enjoy a bit of competition?"
They all turn their heads, sort of.
This sounds like a great idea.
Well, as you will see, my compatriots and I have all had quite the day, and we wish to celebrate. And you guys just look like the gents that would be willing to partake.
We're not in the celebrating mood, but if you definitely want to go shot for shot, he pulls up a chair and slides it over the table.
Drink away your troubles.
Shot for shot we will, and you can... and I'll check again how you feel afterwards.
Yeah, you keep saying we. What's this we?
Shingles, follow my lead.
Yeah, let's
We're
go.
all-
Let's
Are your friends?
We're all gonna die.
Are you friends to me?
I don't know. Friends, are we coming?
I've had 2 shots, so I'm feeling adventurous. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Shots.
I've got a constitution of 0 and I'm already one-shotted.
Fantastic. And so I grab Jingles and I also grab Trixie because you're the two that are like the least into it. And I grab them both by the arms. And I know you're right behind me. And we walk over and I go, "Thank you so much for inviting us to your table. Now, what's your poison?"
One of the females actually stands up and goes, "Trith, we'll have the conclave special." And you can hear a glass drop behind, where you can't even see it behind the doors there. She comes out. She sees now you guys are now gathered around the table.
Can I just do this to Trith?
I take it you guys must be go-to-worse.
All right, just a moment. I have to crack up 2 more barrels. What? She goes back, and you can kind of hear some rustling in the back there.
I look at the female dwarf who just said that, and I go, excellent
I
choice.
can't drink for you.
I don't even I feign hearing that.
So I'm gonna walk over to the bar and wait for Truth to come back out.
Okay, great. Not just Trith comes back out, but pretty much the entire help there. They grab these barrels and they're just... The big burly guy that you met the first night, he hoists it up on the bar itself. He goes and breaks the tab in, grabs the second one, does the same thing, and now there's these 2 taps in front of these giant barrels.
I just turned to Don Ash. Are you sure this is a wise idea?
Are you sure you're not willing to pick a side?
I
And I point to the table, because obviously we're going to pick a side of which barrel we're going towards. You might get lucky. Come on, with all that weight, I can't imagine this will affect you at all.
No, but if you
All that weight.
Yes.
Wow, ladies man.
we know each other pretty well.
I know what you meant. You meant right. It's okay.
Look, you're going to be our anchor. The metabolism that you hold is quite impressive. We'll be fine. Plus, we're like friends. I'm sure Athena would approve. It's for the greater good. They seem
Is
kind of
this-
sour.
Is this for the greater
They're
good?
kind of sour. They could use a little bit of cheering up.
Okay. I can agree with that, so let's do this.
So I'm at the bar and I'm trying to catch Truth's attention
Mm.
to come over.
Alright, so she notices you, she heads over to the bar and goes, yes, what can I...
Yeah, I was just gonna help carry the glasses or whatever, but I noticed that you know them. Are they like regulars?
Yeah, they come from the Iron Mountain. They're workers, they mine the oil there, the coal. A few of them are blacksmiths, and well, they do good work.
Are they cool?
Oh yeah, I like them. They pay well. So
Fantastic.
although lately they haven't been coming in as much, so it's kind of a I don't know.
Yeah, because you know how Don Ash is. He jumps right in and he's making friends over there. And I
She
just
gives you
want to
a
make sure since you know that. I just wanted to check what the situation was.
How are you?
Oh yeah, okay, thanks. We just we went to see the Duke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the little boy earlier. Yeah.
Do you know the Duke by chance?
It was actually a pretty eventful morning. We met an old friend of Jingles. We caught a bounty. We saw the Duke. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, wow. Quite the adventure. Well,
Yeah, well, I'll
Oh, this is such a beautiful
as
romance.
she heads over to where the bottle is out there, she notices the silver piece on and pockets it, puts up the glass of the bottle back down, and takes the shot glasses and continues her work in the middle of the day as she's grabbing 2 giant barrels and puts them now on the counter for you guys.
I kind of linger like I'm gonna then I see nothing's had, so I start walking back towards the table, and I turn around one more time, and then I kind of just like come and sit next to Donna.
And then I immediately hand her a stein.
Okay, so
I
there
go,
are
"You're
10
just in
steins.
time, Althea.
There are 10 steins, and so technically there's 1 for each of you. The stakes. You said you go shot for shot.
Shot for shot, I did.
We go stein for stein here.
Did I say shot for shot? Yeah. Sorry, from where I come from, they're a little bit, how can I say, weak. I was quite bored. That's why I'm here now. Stein for Stein sounds excellent.
How about shot for Stein?
She's not with me.
Oh, that's fine then. I'm not part of this.
If you're willing to trade a compatriot, might make it more interesting. I mean,
Didn't I just touch the bounty?
how tall is your character?
She is short.
5'2"-ish? Or,
Yeah,
okay.
she's probably medium to short. She's short for half elf even, so she's
Okay,
she's
alright.
and I look at her and I go, wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What is she gonna say about her size?
Oh, she just kind of
The point, I mean, look, we're about to be great friends. We're gonna have a bit of a friendly competition. I think why not raise the stakes and we trade off teammates, make it a little bit more interesting.
Oh yes, please take her.
She's quite the drinker, I can assure you.
She pulls out a 6-sided cube.
Oh, what?
You.
What?
You. And that's where she's going to stay. She's asking you, basically, you two, to switch sides with,
Wait, we get to
did you not...
No, I'm all for it. Amalthea, Jingles, are you willing?
You mean if
Absolutely perfect. Here's the thing. If you get to pick with them, I get to pick from your team.
She hands you this excited thing. Go ahead and roll.
Can I get a bit of a feel of like the five of them here?
Just to
like,
go up and like
just to
rail their
gauge
faces.
exactly.
Like,
That teeth.
Yeah. Smell their breath. No, but like just kind of get a gauge of like how burly or like how many females, how many males here.
There's
Just
actually only one female.
one female.
The
Is
rest
she the leader?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't seem to be a leader here. They'll kind of
She's
do
definitely
her-
the mouth, that's for sure.
Well, she's the one that you caught first. So.
Right. Oh, okay.
So just if like the dwarves win while Amalthea and I are on their team, what does that mean for us?
It means that we all get drinks. What are you
We don't
talking
have
about?
drinks. There's no wager or anything like that. I can't lose money.
There is a wager.
No
but
wager.
well,
Yes.
Just a good friendly drink.
Yes.
all right. So I'm gonna
Just
go ahead
a
and roll
good
twice.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm in.
5,
5.
1.
Okay.
And can I get like a kind of a sense for who this 5 and who this 1 kind of signifies?
Yeah, you chose Rodin and Kirin. And both of the males now switch over to your side. They kind of just move tables and they get their steins ready.
I look at them and I go, I mean, are you willing to drink until you pass out?
All the dwarves start laughing. Pass out. Who is this kid about? Are you ready to pass out?
Who is this kid kidding?
He slaps his
and I
mug.
slam mine right.
Everyone
into it.
slams their mugs in turn. The rest of you.
spill it.
Do we kind
Everywhere.
of get a little bit of a beat, a little bit of a kind of like a?
No, just kind of
Just
like
one, okay.
in turn.
All right, fair enough. All right, shall we pour then?
She the big burly guy, the barkeep, he grabs one of the barrels and wheels it over to or hoists it over to the nearby table and he goes, "Have at it. No messes on the floor."
Yeah. No messes. Definitely no messes. Don't worry.
Well, we don't end up intending to pass out, so they'll think we'll be fine.
Brothers. He turns around and heads back and
And I just beeline straight to it, and I open up and I dead stare into the female who I talked to earlier, the female dwarf.
you look at her. Okay.
Right.
In her general
direction.
Right. And it's like
They're all kind of like
with my
all waiting
finger in the
line.
glass so it doesn't overflow.
Okay.
So I know where the...
Clever.
Yeah.
They're all kind of waiting in line actually.
Perfect. Okay. And then I pull mine out and I
So
just
this
and
one,
I actually
raise?
I pass it straight to her.
That would actually be kind of a fun game.
She kind of, with her stein,
Just
kind of moves
sounds
it
like
aside.
something I did in college.
My own.
Fair enough. Would you like me to fill it for you?
They go and fill up their steins there.
I look at her and I go
next.
nothing.
You guys assume kind of wait in line too.
Yeah.
They all sit back
Well, more
down.
heavy than me, but sure.
They all sit back down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. This looks great. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna fill it up like halfway, and I'm gonna smell it.
It's ale.
Oh. Okay. So this isn't like knock you on your ass like straight tequila.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll fill it up the rest of the way. I don't have to.
It's a bit hoppy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
An
I can do this.
IPA.
It kind of has a little golden feel to it actually.
Sure,
As
sure.
you can't really see because of the lighting in the tavern and it's not a clear glass, but it's a little golden. As you pour it, you can kind of tell the color.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah. No, that helps.
Well, I
James has,
mean-
like a little bit of foam in his mustache.
And I look at the female and I go, before we have a friendly game, I need to know 2 things. Number 1, your name. All of your names.
Denise.
Gimli.
Yeah. Denise Donash. On my team right now, I have presently Hyrene, Trixie, and then I heard their names. Is it Rodin
Rodin and Keating.
and Kirin? Rodin and Kirin. And on your team?
Denise, Tarin. And Poran. And I assume now you guys, who she points to but doesn't know your name.
Strike a pose. Mr. Jingles.
I'm a Malthea.
I don't know.
Wow, you just really struck a wrong chord with her. The second question is a bit of a two-parter. Two-parter. Number one.
Let her drink. I'm gonna start.
Wait. Then how do we begin? and I immediately start to drink. Wait, everyone's drinking at the same time?
Yeah, all the doors and everyone.
Oh, whoa,
I think
oh.
it's too
We saw
much.
her drinking.
Do
we roll?
7 few sips.
Few sips?
I
They're
down.
all done. Okay, cool.
Down.
Those that drink everything, roll a constitution check.
With advantage?
Hmm.
Because we're with the dwarves. I feel like my morale is boosted.
So what happens if you roll a natural 1?
Oh,
You.
Ooh,
Ouch.
17.
16.
17, actually a 19.
Oh, yeah.
Saving throw, right?
Okay. You guys, the rest of you are fine. Dawn Ash, you go to, and it strikes a really bad chord between your.
No, not on the floor. Not on the floor.
Don't make a mess. Oh, that should be
It gives you a little bit like that heartburn feeling, but it doesn't come up, not yet. They all get back, and the barrel now is really close by. They all kind of move their steins in between and pour.
Do you need me to
They
accompany
filled
you?
up yours.
Oh, thank you. That's great.
They noticed that you didn't finish yours.
Let me know.
Are we not playing?
Yes, we're just we're on a slightly different timeline, that's all.
Yeah, she is a connoisseur. She really likes to savor the flavor. Yeah, see? It's delicious. She just
Well,
likes
it's
it.
16.
She leans back and talks to one of the other dwarves there. We're waiting.
Well, here's the thing. I know I agreed to this drink off, but it wasn't explained to me beforehand that we were gonna do the signs as if they were shots. Where I come from, it's bad luck to drink beer so fast.
She's off our team.
I'm sorry, Denise, but you picked her. You rolled your cube and you made your choice. That is what you have to live with. I made my choice, and it seems like luck was on my side. Denise, if you're not willing to play the game, then by all means go ahead and forfeit. But we're willing to go and continue. But I'll say this: we are winning.
Wait, are we winning?
Yeah, because Malthea hasn't
I
finished her drink.
quickly take the cube and finish the rest of my drink.
Alright, roll a constitution check.
Have you finished?
I finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
What did I? Oh, I
Constitution, yeah.
Constitution.
Oh, this one. 7.
It goes down a little harsh, but you're keeping it there. She kind of passes out the rest of the signs again. Once again, and you guys have a full glass ahead of you. She stomps the stein.
Or lead.
The doors get down the hatch, all of them.
Yeah, same.
You roll with disadvantage, so roll again.
I'm gonna be watching Amalthea like a hawk.
I just had a few sips. What's with Trixie's? Trixie's drinking?
6.
Yeah, I got a 16.
6.
Yes. 20.
7.
And you did you?
Okay, fine. I'm about to peer pressure.
Wait, did you not drink on our team?
Oh,
Last time? Okay, you bet. I'm hotly challenging Denise, okay? That's really intimidating.
11, 7,
6.
and 4, 6. You two.
Me and her?
Yeah. It's vegan. It kind of wants to come up. You're not sure if you can take another drink.
I'm not sure if I can take another drink.
I kind of like lean over to Trixie. Trixie, you've never been the one to back down. You tackled someone off of a roof today.
Well,
Yeah, but
technically
that's
she
really
missed
fun.
him,
Back
but...
up. Did you catch the bounty? No.
You're willing to walk away right now. Just my friends, you would greatly insult them.
I don't think I think they feel really good. They probably need an upgrade. They look a little down. They win.
I'm like at Denise. I'm like, Denise.
I needed to, and I go, I don't want to get the team, you guys, but I think we should all get on the same page.
And I just go and I immediately refill my stein. I fill my
Okay.
stein. I go,
All right.
I intend to finish what I start, Denise.
As you drink it, you don't even roll.
Can I ready in action?
What is the action?
Prestidigitate.
The what?
Just so when it hits the ground, just clean it though. Or wherever it's going.
It goes back. It returns.
Okay. I'll give you a dealer's choice wherever you want to point it.
Is it throw up?
It's throwing up. You're basically taking it right back out.
Can I throw it back in my pint?
Oh.
It's more than just the pipes because you're still dealing with the first
This
two.
is so horrible.
That's fine. Can I grab
We
someone else's
sincerely
pint quickly?
apologize. You want to
All
down.
right, I grab Trixie's. I grab Trixie's.
Am I not near?
Kind of vomited Trixie's cup.
No, actually, she's kind of across the table there. Oh no,
She's on my
pretty much-
team. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much. Well,
So can I grab
you all
it?
sat in the same area anyway, so you're nearby.
Alright, I'm just gonna do this then.
No.
Yeah. So I throw up and I switch over like a
Okay.
like a boss.
Oh my god.
But you don't try to hide it.
I can I?
Nah, probably not.
That's what I thought. Yeah, there's not really a way to hide projectile.
And there's still more coming out.
Still more?
A little bit more.
How much more?
Maybe half a.
I just palm it.
The dwarves just begin to laugh and.
Oh my god. Viewer discretion is advised.
And I go, Trixie, drink up. We're not finished with this game. Denise,
I think we're all about done right now.
And then
The dwarves place their glasses down and just begin to laugh and clap and then you can hear it in the back. Are you all finished yet?
Yes!
Oh,
I think go for one more.
No, I think they're all good.
Well, if you say so.
Do you prestidigitation for the rest of the
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look for like the burly barkeep and just make sure that I try and like get away before he turns.
He's already watching you. He's like, well, all right, this isn't as clean enough. All right, and you kind of walk back.
Nothing.
Do I still have a pump of vomit?
No, you thought that did you
No, I
drop it?
I held it.
Oh,
Oh, that was so. Oh my! I'm gonna go on the other side of it. And I'm like,
there's a weird smell of bacon and eggs and a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I've had it under the table.
It's still pungent.
I don't care. It's warm and it feels nice.
Are any of you versed in psychiatry? We may need one of you.
I opt and I go, well, if you'll excuse me, I do have to drain the main vein. I'll be right back. And I walk kind of like trying to like be coy about it, but it, oh, that's not right.
Althea,
It is, wait, is it a charisma?
Yeah,
And
sure.
He was
Deception.
playing beautiful
Deception
music.
check.
Is it 17?
But actually, he's such a good friend.
You gather that only the female dwarf notices.
Such a good friend. And he's
The female dwarf what?
Notices that you're trying to cover. Everyone else is.
always helping
Okay.
me. And he's always looking out for me. And
oh honey, we're gonna have to get you to bed.
even he
Does
knows.
Trish see this? Or Trith? Does she see this? Shit, please.
I mean, she's noticed you guys have finished the thing, so she's maybe kind of wandering around and helping up clean up the classes and whatnot. So.
Okay. But she doesn't notice this.
Yes, she
I might
notices.
attempt to stumble over to her.
She kind of
God, no.
I
I'm gone. I am gone, so I can't do anything
He
about
is
this.
now just propped an elbow on the counter. He's just gonna watch.
I'm sorry that Donash is odd a little bit. He's a bit chaotic, but he's a really good friend, and he's always looking out for me.
I have stood up now. I'm like ready to catch her.
He's always,
little
you
sway
know,
with her. Yeah.
he's even because
Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. In character and out of character.
because he knows I like you. So he's anyway.
Her face blushes.
Hi, May. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, let's go. So I'm
Sorry,
carrying.
Sorry, Jen.
I'm now carrying you up the stairs to the room.
To you, she says, "Take care of her, won't you?" You guys know that this was not in your favor. That game doesn't end well for many.
That was why I asked Don Ash if this was a wise
We all
idea.
Fair enough.
But Don Ash is Don Ash.
Anyway, it pays good money from that course. Anyway, she turns around and begins to wipe some more tables down, avoiding.
Yeah, just mind
Yes.
mind the cups. Just throw them out. Just burn them.
Pay for the drinks.
the dwarves did.
Oh, that was nice.
You can tell that they probably done this before to unsuspecting folks. Now that you're kind of leaning in, one of the male dwarves begins to kind of like after they themselves have a few drinks in them, but they're not at all tipsy necessarily.
Yeah.
But they begin to
A little
speak
more
to the
smiley.
rest of you. Yeah.
So, I know you guys said you had a rough day that wasn't exactly worth celebrating, but hopefully this is a nice little cheer up for you.
Yeah, I guess it is. Good to take mind off things back up. in the
Mine. I got it.
Yes. That's, anyway, after this we should be heading back. I believe the overlord there wants us to.
Overlord. That's
We call him that. He's just the boss. You see. He's
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that sounds like a pretty intimidating title.
Yeah, we call him that. Anyway, he turns over to one of his brothers, just kind of whispers everything and kind of like go back and forth a little. And, listen, you guys are able-bodied. You guys look like you've been. Well, I mean, adventurous. We'll put it that way. We've got some business back inside the mines. Don't suppose you can help us?
Business of what sort?
Well, you see, we're trying to figure out why the water source where we get our main water from for the forges tends to die down every now and then. We can only go at about half speed, and that's really not good business.
Interesting. Any ideas on what could potentially? I will be perfectly frank. I'm not very well versed in mine stuff. So do you have any ideas of what could possibly cause such a disturbance?
No idea. But there are those back in our conflict that would probably know a thing or two if you wish to travel back with us.
I stumble back to the table.
Dash!
Yes. I just peed.
Yes, I bet you did.
Just peed.
I'm hoping
That
that
did
is
not.
true.
That didn't get rid of any vomit in my hand.
I'm going to take one step towards the door. So,
I missed.
it seems like our good friends here are having some sort of a mystery happening in their mine.
A mystery.
Yes, it's a mystery that sounds like the water that they require for their forges. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Forge needs water. I didn't think they needed water.
Of course they do.
The another dwarf speaks up and says, well, you see, the water, we use it to turn these large wheels. And the wheels themselves turn the forges. They pump the bellows. And it's all a nice working system.
Fancy.
But the water level has gone down and the pressure is not as great.
And it's intermittent. It goes up and down.
And it wavers.
The mystery of
Rising,
Water
pressure,
pressure.
falling.
I mean, essentially, yeah.
is that? I mean, why do you guys find yourselves in here at this pub now? How far are the mines away from here?
half a day.
Half a day? You
I
made
mean-
quite a journey to the training.
Oh, well.
They're dwarves.
That's presumptuous. A little bit racist.
Half a day on walking, but on horseback it makes it a little bit faster.
Is
Curiosity, when you guys lying?
Fire, roasted, cold.
Oh, it's terribly exciting.
We export it out to the people who can't afford or can't mine the steel themselves, the iron themselves. And we're able to consolidate it down into billets, and that's what we sell. Sometimes we sell the coal itself.
If I remember correctly, I think that diamonds are all made of coal, kind of, right? Yeah, I heard that.
They all give you a physical look.
Right? Isn't that a thing? They're made out of like.
sure in fairy tale looks absolutely.
What?
Yeah, no, coal's meant for energy, not for spending. Am I right?
Yeah. And give you a little nod.
Absolutely. See, I understand about your billows and the problem with the water. I lived in the mountains for quite some time myself, actually, so I know a bit about minerals and whatnot. But here's the thing: I'm a little bit wavering here in my wit, mind you. Mystery of the water pressure. When did this start? And
Also, am I noticing, because I just now realized, Donash is a drow.
Hmm?
How are they reacting to a drow?
They seem to be
They're
pretty
just
much.
casual.
The dwarves are varying. The dwarves are varying skin color as well.
Oh.
They don't seem to pay any more mind than you guys. You. Well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. The one that was talking to you initially hands back to you and goes, well, you see, the forges require large bellows to pump them.
For sure.
And we can't normally pump them ourselves. We designed the whole system to run off of these water mills. And lately the water pressure has been going down and we can only go at half speed, essentially. And it's been problematic for our business. We can't produce the iron as much or reduce the coal as well either.
is this not just a matter of following the water source and seeing what your problem is? It might be just a cave in a source.
Sure, the water sources, it would be fine if you could swim through the underground river that we have basically utilized. I don't think there's any way you can really swim up that
Underground, you said?
underground, all of it.
So I don't think we can help you. It's underground.
Another quizzical look. Are you not drow?
I am. I just prefer not to be.
Like, you do know that there are different levels to the underground. The deep underground, the underdark, is a different depth altogether. It's,
Sure, I don't know this though. From I don't understand how deep it is for them. I guess now I'll go. When we say underground, how far down do you mean?
I mean, we have a mine shaft that leads to the main city. We have mine shafts that go deeper, but what do you?
No, nothing. I just I don't fancy underground anymore.
Are you afraid of the dark? Because I totally get it. I really dislike it too very strongly.
I looked greatly. I looked towards Jingles with my eyebrows furrowed and I go, it has nothing to do with the dark.
I stumbled back down here.
I'm hoping you stumble back downstairs. I felt like my arm around you. Like, not here, no, this way.
Let's sit back down. I'm feeling like
I look back at the dwarves and I go, I'm all for friendly games and friendly competition with drinking, but if you have a problem that concerns the underground, in the underground I pray that you be clear. Do you mean the Underdog?
Oh no, not that far down. No, we tend to stay away from that. I'm talking about a mine shaft.
Yeah, just
a
a
little
little
mine mountain.
Okay.
Okay. helping someone. The dad back we told her.
And I completely
Wait,
can't.
say what?
The king, he'll compensate you.
You're a king and he compensates?
Very handsome, in fact. Yeah.
Well, before I hear this information, just so that I'm not acting on that, I hear her the acting for helping people, and I hear the underground. And I go. I was just waiting for you to be clear. That's clearly all I asked. If we're going to help you with any kind of problem, I just want to know exactly what we're getting into.
Oh, no, sure. I mean, there are people that can inform you better than we can, but we're just the workers.
I guess I maybe that's a bit presumptuous. You do want help.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we want to get back on schedule. We're behind. There are many people in this kingdom, this nation that want our steel, our iron, and well, we can't really do anything. We're working at half capacity.
In order to make steel, you can have your water stolen. Am I right?
We've been helping. We're pretty good at helping people.
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, there are none better.
I think that's true.
When are you guys going back?
I mean, probably later on this evening. We're given a little bit of a paid leave break.
Maybe just a little bit for,
I'm alright. I'm alright. I can walk.
I'm so sorry. Fucking this point. I just vomited all through the drinks. I'm so sorry. No.
I think that the sooner that you guys are making money, right, the sooner you guys are back up to production and back up to speed, the happier you'll be, the happier we'll be. If we can facilitate that increase in happiness, I think we will love the opportunity.
But we're in town for the rest of this evening. We're about to head back in the morning. We can probably get some horses, ride out to the same.
Sounds lovely.
Fantastic. The night is still young. I mean, we can't find a place with a little bit of lively music to come back and enjoy ourselves for a little bit, can't we?
Sure.
That was faster career.
Again, I threw up the entirety of what I drank within the first 5 minutes of drinking it. I am fine. So I guess I look over at Trith. I go, Trith! We've enjoyed your conflict special, obviously. Do you know any places with good music by chance?
Well,
Besides the music of the Lord.
We're gonna dance.
save it. You know what?
I shall.
There is the Rusty Anchor down Dockside. They probably have a few good bands there. Yeah, probably around this time.
Come now, Trith. Don't send us over to some lovely minstrel or a lute. I'm talking about proper entertainment.
I have no idea what you were talking about, actually. But there's an occasional violinist that walks up and down the street.
What do you take me for? What is this? Classical music? No, I mean proper. I'm talking about something to put a step in our step. We have someone who is feeling rather brandy right now. Please, someone with proper music.
Donash, I was just speaking with Malthea, and she told me this lovely story about how you two met, and you were playing some extraordinary music.
You can play music.
I feel like, why should we settle for anybody else when you have the tools right there in your bag? Do you have a bag?
No, but
He has like a satchel.
Yeah.
Satchel, it's your satchel.
Yeah.
have you decided what I have? I guess it's a lute.
Not bagpipes, right?
Shakuhachi.
Oh, what?
Shakuhachi. It's basically a bamboo flute.
Yes.
And the flute? Is that what I have now? And I've carved it myself. Right. Okay, that's right.
Yes, Donna, play your flute.
Can I roll to see if I can withstand peer pressure?
At disadvantage at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like rolling against your pride.
12. 12 plus what? Charisma?
Everyone go ahead and give a persuasion.
Alright.
I mean, you can either... No, just give me a...
Crit one.
Oh, Jesus.
You know exactly where that's
Trixie just kind of like...
it would be great if you could see that.
Right. Well, I can obviously hear, like, I am not completely immune to chanting.
No.
Especially if it's of my name.
Yeah.
So I go, well, I guess I could if you truly insist. But only if you insist.
This is like that scene from Anchorman with
Right.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Possibly.
I pull the bamboo flute out of my satchel, and it's very much like dear to me, and it's a little bit of a private kind of matter because I don't normally play in public like this, especially something that I've carved myself and whatnot. But I still am a little bit off the drinks, if you will. And so I put it to my lips and kind of like nod to everybody. Is everyone in the bar looking at this?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Just your table.
Okay. And I start to play somewhat of a sultry tune, but it's more of like kind of beckoning people to like come listen closer. Because I start off kind of softly, but it's just impressive enough to kind of have possibly some head turn.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you play, you get a lot of head turns because even though there's a little bit of rowdiness to the in there, it's not too loud. And yeah, as soon as you hit that first note, people stop and they look over to where that source is coming from. They see you basically begin your tone and
Sure.
and it kind of weaves and tells a story.
So as it starts, this is very much. Do I need to roll for anything here?
Make a performance check.
Sure.
Yeah.
First one? Yeah. Okay. That's a 17.
Okay.
Or medallion gives us +2 to crit.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah, that's a 19.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I have 19, and so at first I'm kind of like pouring myself into this flute right now. So it's very much kind of a little bit tragic, but like kind of almost upbeat kind of thing.
Sure.
I beckon everyone's attention, and as soon as I realize that I have everyone's attention, I kind of like come to a lull in the song, and I start to stomp my foot. Right?
Dwarves grab their signs. The one, except for the two that you yacked in. They'll begin to.
That's still on the table.
Yeah.
And I step up on this chair and then onto the table, and I start again smacking the table. Right at this point, I start to go off on this kind of like very kind of funky, if you will, this time.
Tribal?
Sure, absolutely tribal. And I'm still stomping my foot. I'm now like going really into it. Obviously, I can't sing and do this at the same time, so I'm just like really kind of funky.
Style. Do it.
Right.
Sing through the flute.
And I'm dancing. Just,
All right. Just
leaving it
I'm playing drums too.
Actually, one of the dwarves will put out a little tiny ball.
Yes! Alright, so now I'm just getting kind of into it. What do I do next? What's going on?
Continue your performance check. This is a bag.
Advantage now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. Okay, that's great. That's much better. That is a plus 21.
Okay. Yeah. You know, the dwarf is actually really getting into it. He's kind of like almost doing his own thing.
Sure.
In the beat.
We're going back and forth. We're looking right at each other.
Exactly.
I look over at Malthea, and I kind of like nod to her a little bit, and I look over at Triff. What's Triff doing?
Well, I mean, she's kind of like, she's not facing it, but she definitely has the rhythm. Yeah.
Sure. And how's everyone else in the bar?
Everyone's kind of doing the same thing. They're a little bit like nodding their heads. A few are grabbing their glasses and kind of like tapping, not really stopping it, but tapping it on the table.
Okay, perfect. I jump from table to table. Now,
Oh,
towards Triff, yeah. As I keep stomping, and I'm still obviously avoiding heads and whatnot, and I'm still
Roll
rolling.
a acrobatics at disadvantage, though.
You can do it.
That's a 2. No, it was natural 2, but it's plus 6.
Okay. I mean, you don't face plants, but you catch a slick part of one of the tables where someone had spilled some ale, and you run yourself.
And I use the moment to.
And
Yeah, so right Yeah. I go back into it, and I make my way towards Triff. I jump on the bar at this point. Make another.
Sure, another one.
While he's doing this, I'm going to take my empty tankard and I'm going to cast light on the inside of it, so it's like a little spotlight.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yes.
Okay, so that is 15.
Okay. Cool. I mean, you eventually made it onto the bar itself, and the dwarf is kind of like not really followed you, but he's kind of making his way over there. It's a little bit hard for him to kind of like do the acrobatics like you do, and he's also very stocky.
Right.
But you know, he's definitely like he likes what you got going on. He grabs a stool and kind of sits down as he plays the bomb that was there with you. Yeah, you continue playing the beat, and
Okay. At this point now, I'm on the bar, and I'm like kind of like near Trith, and I kind of see is she enjoying it a little more at this point.
I mean, she's you know definitely like now that the music's louder, she's definitely kind of like her head is definitely bobbing, just get into the rhythm groove. She's almost basically cleaning the dishes now to that rhythm.
Okay. So at this point, I do a flourish of the flute, of the bamboo flute, and then I kind of like hold it up like this. He's still playing though. I keep coming to play. We'll see how this works. And I go, oh Jesus, here we go. Oh, I guess do scat. We can figure it out. And to the place, to the bar we dance, and we try to figure out who fancies on each other. See now, Trith and Mafia, join hands and show me how. I just fucking grab her. At this point, I jump off and I grab her over and I just throw her to the bar. I don't know what genre of music I'm singing right away. Jazz, funk, and now I'm like doing folk music. So I make my own genre at this point. So I grab Mafia and I kind of like bring her over towards Trith. And I go back to playing flute and I fade out.
With the flute too, or still?
No. I fade away from it, but and then I kind of look at everyone and go, like that. And it's like kind of like getting everyone to really put me in a spot like that.
Alright. Very good.
Shift the spotlight.
I don't know this is a spotlight, thank God. And just kind of dancing, and then so I'm trying to dance.
I mean, she's kind of obviously across the bar, but she knows you. She's kind of still cleaning the glasses, and she's a little more red in the cheeks, whether it's from the dancing, the moving, but it's definitely a little bit noticeable now.
And I look at the crowd, and I kind of stop again. I'm not going to rhyme this one, but I just look back. I look back and I go, we're going to let these two lovers dance by themselves? Yeah! Okay, that was not my intended thing. Alright, so I keep playing, I guess. I was like, I'm in it for everyone to keep dancing. Okay!
You have to ask those questions.
Yes.
Yes.
Kidding, man. We can't let these people dance by themselves. Everyone on your feet!
So they all, through the dwarves, do get up, then get near their fellow dwarf who's playing the bombs, and they're just kind of like looking at him, really cheering, like, yeah, man, go faster, and he's kind of sweating. He's like, hey, I was supposed to be on a break, and he's like, playing, what do you do? And she sees you, and I mean, she's still working, but
Well, I give her a twirl.
oh, so she.
Wait, she's actually still working?
Yeah.
Oh shit, don't do that.
She very quickly puts the rag in the glass down, and she.
And I just kind of waved her over and was like,
Oh my goodness! And now she's kind of has that glow, a little bit of sweat too, and she looks back at the barkeep and. I got this. I'm like, don't worry about it. No one's even ordering. Everyone's dancing.
Right.
And
so I grab her hands finally and like pull her out and like give her like a twirl.
a proper twirl, and she lets you do that. She still has her apron on, but
as she twirls, I get everyone to go, oh! Like that. Just to kind of like really
making another promotion.
At advantage?
Sure.
I do have everyone in quite a
Sure.
Well, it didn't really help. Okay, so that's a performance charisma. So I do, so that's a 9.
Okay, alright. I mean, yeah, people, half of the crowd kind of understand what you're doing. Again, the ball player is now playing at peak capacity. You see a flurry of hand gestures and all that, and he's just like, you see the veins kind of bulging out his eyes, like. Right. But that's the majority of what the sound. You're still playing your flute, but
I'm into it.
Yeah, and people stop the beat, stop their stanzas as well, And then pretty much the mid-afternoon of the day, people are already getting down, and you dance the evening away, the afternoon away with Trith.
And I would like to hold an action until she and Trith lock eyes.
All right.
Yeah.
And eventually, at some point, it does happen.
And I am going to minor illusion. I'm going to conjure a bunch of sparkles to just kind of between them, just like not it's like the fireflies on the outside.
She's a little taken back at first from just general sparks, then you kind of fade them out.
Yeah, they're a little more subtle than I usually do. They're just
not your fireworks.
They're not fireworks in children. Yes.
Let's see.
Come on.
All right. So anyway, she you can kind of tell that her hand is trembling on.
Sorry.
And she. And she again, she allows you to leave. You seem to have pretty much taken over there, but she'll let you twirl her around and such. And she's kind of following your steps. And obviously the rhythm's getting a little bit faster, so it's a little bit hard for her to kind of keep up. She's not a natural dancer, but she likes the moment. You can kind of read that she is getting into it and getting more into you.
So I just continue to play. I throw like melodies at people, kind of like give like this side of the room a harmony, this side of the room a harmony, and kind of like start going, and then just kind of I lose myself in that. So
Sure. You notice that there's a crowd now gathering. People kind of like, hey, come on in and.
It's got a flute.
Yes.
It's a fucking flute.
And the evening plays out. It packs up with a litany of people, and there all seem to be very lively and enjoy the music and the atmosphere. So there's a larger crowd gathering, and people are ordering more ale and food, and the night continues on pretty much in the cities that you've now created. Tristan's definitely happy that you brought more customers in.
For sure.
So she allows you to spend the night. You learn free charge for that evening. For the rest of you. And with that, we will end tonight's session.
No! Oh, come on! Let's do a room. Wait, hold on before we end this. What happened with our trip? Did we stop dancing? Nothing happened?
We will let the camera fade flash. I will talk to you.
They had a moment. Don't pressure them.
Fine.
Let it happen.
That doesn't work.
That's literally his only motivation for any of that. All of that is just.
You guys started it. Oh man. All right.
Thank you all for joining in on this session. First session.
We're done. Out of the way.
Session 1. Episode 1. This is literally this is a 1 year in the making. We've been trying to get this going for a while now, and over time we've gotten the funds and pieces of equipment that is barely hanging on to the ceiling.
But it's holding.
Maybe.
Yeah, and nothing has collapsed in the middle of the stream, so far so good.
Just Jingle's Pride. That's the only thing that's falling over the stream.
That's true.
I did throw it on my palm today, so. I fucking owned it.
Yeah. The 90s was yours, pretty much. So with that, I will give you guys the parting, and that is, with every story is, I screwed that up. Anyway, good night, take care. See you next week.